That's good. All right. Ooh, the lag. I may need to restart. Why is it lagging so much? I hope everyone can hear me. If it texts up again, I'm gonna have to first quit everything. I love having my tabs open because I like to take a lot of good screenshots. So, um, little sad face. I don't think I can vote. Oh, but that's okay. Honestly, don't worry, because I forgot you told me that you haven't played any of the games. I hope all of you could hear me. I'm sorry. I tried. I wanted to use a thumbnail, but I can't afford losing. Like my MacBook is so messed up. I can't even add a darn thumbnail. That's how old my MacBook is. Well, I have a lot of stuff in it. And Violet, welcome back. Honestly, I forgot to say welcome in. Buona notte. So I was about to talk about his name is Beat 'em Ups again, right? You can hear me. That's good. Sorry it took me so long. I have a burrito here, right? And I hope Pika can come back too. And I want to cook toast, but our microwave, our toaster isn't working right now. And hello, Gwen. Welcome back. I'm just guys only 7 o'clock. Forgot I got so much. Oh, wait, damn, that's right. That one's used. That one's used too. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing my best, Violet. I'm hanging in there.
I don't.
Okay.
Well, that's 40.
So you're telling me we have to pay $40 for each model game? No, we don't. Nintendo, $40 for each. That doesn't make any sense because when we had the All Stars, it wasn't that much. It wasn't. It was what, $60? That is $20 for each game. We have to pay twice as much now. Nintendo, Sumimasen Daga. That is highway robbery at this point. $40 for each for Super Mario Galaxy. You gotta pay $40. For Super Mario Galaxy 2, you gotta pay $40. Why though? That's a lot of money. Also, I love the dollar sign. In a way,
Individually, they're 40. So $80. But this is look, look, look. I'm the first one to try and find loopholes, justifications, defenses, and trying to rationally find a reason. There's no reason. I don't understand the reason. I cannot understand the reason. This is US, which means in Australia this double pack is like $90, almost $100 for a re-release. Because yes,
so for my viewers who are in Europe, you gotta pay more money. No, you don't. I know you in some European countries don't get paid as much. Are you kidding me? Wait, I thought oh he must be Australian. I thought he was American. You gotta pay $90 to $100? No, 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 no. Absolutely not.
Mario Galaxy has already been released once, and this is where it gets even more ludicrous with the prices. Because this is let me show you something. So you might remember 5 years ago, Mario 3D All Stars released for $60.
That's correct. $60 is more than enough. Because it's a Switch. That's fair. That is absolutely fair. I remember when my mother bought me Brawl for the Wii. That only cost us $30. And I know money isn't as much back then. So think about it. Back then for us, that was basically, I don't know, $25? Like, really now? I want to show all of you this very quick. I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yes. Let's just since every Nintendo person is talking about it, I want to share it because it's going viral and I have a lot to say. I just think that's ridiculous. I mean, I love Nintendo. I do, but I think I need to have like a little break from them. Like if it's as though we're in a relationship with Nintendo and we're going to our argument phase. We want a break.
The prices because this is. Let me show you
And
something.
so I'm eating a burrito and some bread.
Stars released for $60. It was a triple pack that contained Galaxy. It was a limited release for the 35th anniversary, which means Nintendo pulled it from the shelf, so you couldn't buy it anymore. 3 games, $60. So you would think $20.
Yep, that's what I said.
Galaxy, a $20 re-release
Each.
at the time, logically, and that makes sense that that game was $20, right? Especially when you look at the fact that in 2011, Nintendo released a Nintendo Selects version of the game, which is a
$20
situation, and that was a $20.
And look at the cover! Isn't it gorgeous?
Back like a year after the game released. So even back on the Wii when this game came out.
Nintendo, I hope Pika comes here. I hope he. There you are, Pika. I'm sorry about that. My map, blame my map book. This is why I'm thinking like what Marge Simpson from The Simpsons would say. If I could be like a psychic and basically convince Nintendo that Nintendo, like if I was like a psychotic, not like like psychic, not psychotic. Pardon me. Um, gamer, I would convince Nintendo. This is why so many people do mods. This is why so many people like me end up being miserable and lonely, whatever, because we grew up in Nintendo, right? It basically helps with our stress. It helps with our mental health. It basically it's part of our childhoods. Heck, what bothers me is how at GameStop you gotta have an ID now, just because. Oh, my game, it's fun, but it's not for me. Sorry if you saw that. Here, I'm gonna do this. Give me a nerd emoji. Sorry. Well, GameStop. Basically, if we have those games, why do we need to use our state ID? Just to basically have money from it? Because what if we're adults and we basically don't have ideas, and someone basically give us a game as a gift? We should be allowed to basically get money off of that, right? I know that you basically want to give us less money if it's by cash. I get that. But the thing is though, you're giving us only 30%, 30, maybe 33.36% of our money, right? Because if I want to trade in Smash Ultimate, that basically cost me $60, then for basically store credit, I've only get $30 off of that. Yes, that's a decent amount of money, $35, which is I think 55%. But if I basically want to trade it in for cash, I only get basically 26%, doc. Why am I only getting that much? Or not, maybe not 26%, maybe like 24%. Like instead of basically, because the price costs 60, and let's just say I had the game a year after its release, I only get maybe, I don't know, 24 to $25 in cash. That's not good. Honestly. I'm sorry, I don't know where that nerd. It's supposed to be like a meme, right? I know Sori loves her memes. That's where I got it from. Whatever, Sori, be quiet. Hey, but I had a feeling you got glasses. Not every teacher has it though, but that's also your glasses. And your favorite Pico Small Galaxy? Small Galaxy is a classic, isn't it? And hello, I know we got like an hour and a half left, but honestly, I need to get an ID if you want to get money off of this, or basically, you need to get a deal. It happened again. MacBook, give me an hour. Give me an hour, please. Sorry about that, everyone. If it happens again, I'm gonna first close everything. Oh, like close all the tabs because I like having them open. And there's some, especially the weather tab, because okay, very quick off topic. They actually updated. The like if you check the weather, right, it looks ugly. Here, I'll give everyone an example, very quick. Okay, so as someone that loves the weather, right, which a handful of you voted for, well, countries, which is close enough. Pardon me. The thing is, okay, you have this graph. If I can draw in here, which I cannot. Buddha! It's not working. Oh, Buddha! Okay, Deon is working. Good. 2, 3. Okay. Again, because I'm autistic, I have every right to say this. Pardon me for the sons. So M W F, right? You know what those stands for. So, like, let's just say it's 77 degrees, right? Fahrenheit. I can't read Celsius. Okay, fine. 0 degrees Celsius, and then negative 40 degrees Celsius, right? It actually makes sense. Okay, that's the old model on the left, and then on the right, it looks as though it's like Splatoon. No offense for Splatoon fans. It looks like this, right? I can't draw the new update. 76. Oops, not 760 degrees. Shit. Whatever. Between 770 degrees. 220 degrees. I can't fit it. And then 16 degrees Fahrenheit. Right? So it's like this, right? This is the old model that I prefer, right? On the left side. That's the old one. But then it looks all blobby and yucky looking. I don't like the new model on the weather. If you Google the weather and it gives you that chart, I don't like this update. Why do we need to update everything? Why does Nintendo think that? Oh, you know what? We want to do something new. Well, yes, I know you're doing something new, Nintendo. But the thing is, so why are we charging us with all this? It's like the weather. I don't like this new rules. It's too blobby. You know? Oh, whatever. Sorry. And Violet, what do you want to ask me? Yes. See, of course, I know Mara's Italian. Absolutely, because he loves spaghetti. He says, Mamma mia, or, thank you for playing my game. Right? I love the Italian accent. It's one of my favorites. Plus, I don't know, Italians are adorable for some odd reason. Also, Violet, I thought I can tell you this. One of the YouTubers I like to watch, his name is Vinny. I know that's an Italian name. He lives in New York. He is an American well, he's American but of Italian descent, and he basically plays a lot of mobile games. I watch him from time to time, and sorry, my blood's getting cold.
Triple pack that contained Galaxy. It was a limited release for the 35th anniversary when Nintendo pulled it from the shelves so you couldn't buy it anymore. 3 games, $60. So you would think $20 a game, making Galaxy a $20 re-release at the time, logically. And that makes sense that game was $20, right? Especially when you look at the fact that in 2011, Nintendo released a Nintendo Selects version of the game, which is a player's choice type situation, and that was a $20 re-release of the game back like a year after the game released. So even back on the Wii, when this game came out, Nintendo deemed it worth $20, which even accounting for inflation today is $28. So why in the piss is now all of a sudden Mario Galaxy more expensive than it's been since 2011? There's nothing new added to it. This isn't like a Switch 2 version of the game. They have said, I think, after the price was revealed, that the game will support 4K. But, yeah, it should. Because you're re-releasing it in an era where your console does 4K. We already bought the console. We bought the console capable of 4K. Are you now charging us for the 4K? Is that what's happening? Because that's all I can assume here. Is that you've released a console that can do 4K if you pay for it in the games that come out. You understand what I'm trying to say? I don't want to repeat myself like Nintendo keeps doing with this game, but I feel like that point really needs to hit home. We already paid $500 for a console that can do 4K.
That's a lot of money.
Why is there a luxury price tag on these games that have 4K? Especially with Mario Galaxy. We move into the new Amiibos.
Here it is.
Excited for this too. I mean, I say
$40
of this being like
for each
Lego Dimensions type Battle for Atlas switching parts and races. I thought this was really neat. Give me a second here, because off to the side, and it's going to be hard to see.
May I be honest? I'm jealous of him. I am so jealous. Watch. Okay, and yeah, he worked his ass off to get all of that. Look at his shelf, right? In a sparring way. All those are games, FYI.
I remember back in the day lining up at Target, and I know I'm going to get a little nostalgic on you here, but going out and picking up these amiibos, they were like $15.
$15 they used to be for the Wii
Sometimes
U.
they got a misprint, sometimes they weren't that detailed, but that just made them all the more rare. But they were like $15. When do we get to the point?
Nintendo. Listen, okay. Sirimasen. Nintendo. Daga. Okay. Watasira emeraldas. Soste dilandes nor elozona. Okay. I need you to acknowledge here that you cannot be basically making us gamers broke. Okay. I used to buy, pardon me, your accessories. I have one of them, but Deon, yeah, I'll get up. I know Pika's gonna love this. I have an EV plush for $15. Yeah, that might be a lot of money, but I worked my ass off to get it, and I think it's pretty fair for Eevee, right? Because I love Eevee. You know, I won't sleep with next to Eevee because, because I think he's sacred, and I'll have it in the back of my videos. I do appreciate how you have these adorable accessories that I would collect, right? Including other gamers. Also, for that Native American girl that picked up my Eevee keychain, I thank her so much for finding it and keeping it because it has a better home now. I love that girl for that so much. I wish I could meet her and shake her hand for it. Um, you know, it actually makes sense. But the thing is, Nintendo, okay, you used to make everything cheap. As someone that goes through a lot of stress in his life and that struggles with mental health issues and that cannot work because it is in the spectrum, okay, why do you have to make everything so expensive? Okay, people wonder why we don't want to work as much. Okay, it's ridiculous. Okay, bloody hell of Wells lad. Okay, that you want to charge us 40 bloody pounds. Okay, give or take of an amiibo. We could use that money to basically buy other cool accessories or using it for other cheaper Nintendo games. Why do you have to charge us so much? Okay, Nintendo, I remember when I was younger, when I was in middle school, I would have my mother calling your headquarters so that we can ship out the Wii because it had a disc error with the barcode on it. And then you were basically returning that in 3 weeks later. I think you didn't charge us if you did like a small fee. I don't think you do that anymore. I love my Switch. It still functions. I've been having this for ages now since COVID. I take real good care of it, even though there was awful mistake that I had an orange screen of death almost. Honestly, like Deon, you do take care of your Switch. Yeah, you do. Honestly, you're adorable geek yourself. It's just Nintendo, you gotta stop charging us this. Also, here's another issue because yes, I like to watch beat 'em ups and other YouTubers, I guess, that are talk about gamers. I'm a poor gamer, okay? I will never get the luxury that they have, but doesn't mean that I cannot educate myself something from them. Why did I bring back the Virtual Boy? You know it's not gonna sell well. I guarantee you probably could get maybe 280 sales. Unless there are people out there that want to buy it as a motique, where the hell that means, like their own accessory. The thing is, Nintendo, you saw that before I was born. It didn't perform well. The SNES did. The NES did. Heck, the Game Boy and Game Boy Color sold extremely well back then. Daga, Virtual Boy, yeah. Okay, it did not sell well. Not to mention, you're gonna get sued. Not by me. Absolutely, I don't have the money for that. Plus, well, I don't sue anyone unless they did a lot of trauma to me. Absolutely, if I had the power for that. Yeah, Russell, hang on, tell me, but um, they probably should be in jail, but whatever. The thing is, Nintendo, for you to have the VR like this, okay, like this, you're gonna hurt our eyes when you do that because for you to bring that in, even though this is supposed to be, I'm confused, Nintendo. Is this supposed to work for Switch? I'm confused, and you're charging us a lot of money. Why even bring it back? That was the worst console you have ever invented, because there are children that basically would get headaches from their eyes from that. The graphics are atrocious. Okay, black and red is not good colors. I know this is gonna be mean of me, but I'd rather play the Game Boy, the original that's in black and white, than playing the Virtual Boy. At least for the Game Boy, though, I could take it anywhere I go. But for the Virtual Boy, it's like if I have, I don't know, let's see, it's like if I could give like a good example, it's as though that my apple juice is basically a stand. I had to sit like this and then basically play my games for maybe 20 minutes before my eyeballs start to hurt. Nintendo, that is not how you sell a product. You're just gonna get gamers some headaches. And this is good for someone that is high functioning, that can get headaches really easily. I want to have fun. What if I have some study to do? I may be too exhausted. Okay, gaming fatigue, I guess. I like to call it gaming exhaustion. If I had to play that game, okay. Also, how about I play with other people? I don't understand that. Nintendo, look. I appreciate you wanting to have a good direct. It was gorgeous, even though there were some weird games, which are unique. But the thing is, though, the Virtual Boy is not made to do it. Also, for the amiibos, $40 is a lot of money. That would feed me 2 weeks of food. This isn't the Squid Game. Okay, I'm not gonna choose an amiibo that I won't even use, or I probably will misplace 2 days later when I could get some delicious foods. Maybe buy some gorgeous steak, maybe some Polish sausages. Dion, I think let's see, we'll probably buy like a couple packs of beef ramen noodles, Marichan flavored. Buying some delicious root beer, so to speak, for me to drink. Let's see, buying some delicious Pringles, sour cream, maybe barbecue, right? Maybe mine's the dinosaur nuggies. I know they're not called nuggies, but in Arizona term, I invented that nuggies. Okay, and I know we got like an hour left. Um, I don't know, buying some delicious Teddy Grahams. Buying some delicious Del Monte ketchup. You know, they don't have it anymore. That's a Mexican ketchup, the best ketchup I've ever ate. I miss eating it. Okay, those would survive me. Okay, and maybe some delicious Supreme. Sorry, could I do some SpongeBob? I can't do it. Krabby Patty Supreme. Did anybody order Krabby Patty Supreme? Sorry, I love that episode. But you wanted to charge us $40. Nintendo, why? I might as well charge 20 each. At least that would get one free. $40 for $80 for Mario Soste Rosalina? No, Nintendo Switch. Ichi no EA Nintendo. No, that's $160. That's a lot of money. I could buy a Wii with that money that I will to play again, or the Wii U. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, Nintendo. Literally, like I love seeing this because I got this from Kirby. Hoto no Kana. Honestly, it means is he really? But I'm talking about the company. Like onto Nintendo and EA. So I just don't know why they had to make everything so expensive, right, Jerry? And so I saw that, right, Haley? And what did Pika have to say? Yeah, the thing is, Pika, because Dumbo, he didn't got any he didn't got the opportunity to play any councils. And do you play any councils? Yeah, Dumbo sadly has it. You know, he did play Plants vs Zombies though. Pika. Okay.
A few random ones, but I remember back in the day lining up at Target, and I know I'm going to get a little nostalgic on you here, but going out and picking up these amiibos, they were like $15. $15 for a little detailed figure of an amiibo. Sometimes you got a misprint, sometimes they weren't that detailed, but that just made them all the more rare. But they were like $15. When did we get to the point where they slowly crept up to 50? And I know that these amiibos, they have this like intricate extra system.
Nani? 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 Che cosa? Mamma mia, did it dino, did influenza. Mamma mia. Oh. I need my glasses. I need my glasses. I'm acting like Mr. Krabs when he basically screamed when he had to pay like what $1,000 when he had to take Mrs. Puff to that diner. Everyone, look at this. Look at this. Look. 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 Look at this. Sorry for the awful quality. Okay. This is in order. The Metroid amiibos. No, that villain, whoever he is, and then Samus Aran. $30, right? Also, why is that villain one coming out on the 4th, but the Samus one and the Rider one is the 6th of November? Samus riding her bike, right? $39.99. Mal Soste Rosalina, $39.99. Soste Kirby Air Riders. Let me see this in Mandarin. Look. I'm gonna have to write this down. Nintendo, no, Nintendo. This is not how you. No, Nintendo. This is no, no, no. I can't write. I forgot to write 5. Okay, I'm just gonna do this again. What should okay, what should what if I'm not sure if Richard's here. $50. $50 for a Kirby and the Waddle Dee amiibo? Nintendo. No. This is depressing. $50. I can get a phone with that money. For that, right? Right? I mean, like, I can't imagine in Brazil. It probably costs you like $80 or $80, or in Rick and Morty language, 80 smickles.
Going into it with a connector piece. But when we're up to $50 for what is essentially, when you look at it, a little figure of Kirby on a star, we're at $50 for something that the equivalent of did cost $15 just 8 years ago. I don't know how I don't know how we got there. I don't know how we got there so quickly and it became so acceptable, because $50, I need to remind you. I don't know why I feel the need to remind you. $50 is just a few years ago what we were paying for full brand new video games, right? And to even get the use out of these figures, to even get what they're designed for, you also have to buy the game, which you know is going to be $70. So now you buy one of these figures and you're at $120, but the whole point is to switch them, and you can't switch them unless you have two. So you're up to $170 now for Kirby Air Riders. Hope you really like Sakurai. I mean, I do.
I do.
70? Not sure. And what this is doing is this and the thing we just talked about, and the more that we're going to get to, it is quite literally pricing people out of being able to enjoy these experiences, which is why people are so upset, because they can't afford it. They're getting priced out. So, like, when people are upset in my videos and in my comment section saying, "Oh yeah, it looks fun, wish I could afford it," I honestly do feel for you, because I get it. Like, people are getting priced out of this stuff, and with the amiibos, it's hard. It's actual hardware. It's actual physical media, and there is this element that we are dealing with, and that's the tariff side of things. That is legitimately an issue. It's hard to know how it's affecting or how much it's affecting, because companies aren't really being open with how tariffs are hitting them.
Everyone, well, for my Americans, what is tariff? I know I keep hearing that. I just forgot what it means. I know that's a dim-witted question of me to ask. But this is not the way to go, though. I think COVID ruined everything. Sorry if I'm making a mess. Yeah, same here, Pika. I'm a fan. I played the one for the GameCube growing up. And you must saying right, that's the only Kirby game that I played. I did have her watch Hoshi no Gabi, right? The Kirby anime. Yeah, Haley, yeah, that much. It's really greedy that Pokemon Z8. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm a Poke fan myself. This is getting out of hand. I forgot what terrorists mean.
Just they are. So I think we could expect these to be maybe 40 at best in any other given circumstance, but that's still $80 for both, which is more than the price of a full video game. And it's still a lot of money. There's also the new Samus and her bike, which is priced at $40. And then some more amiibos that are priced at $30 each. The Galaxy amiibos are priced at $40 each. So the day of these $15 amiibos are
Okay, yeah, Pika, go ahead.
gone, and the new price is way closer to 40, which again, it's just they don't, amiibos aren't utilized well enough for them to be worth that price. Yeah, they're cool little figures, but for $40, $50, you could go to an anime store or a figure store and you could buy like a full like Todoroki.
Oh, awesome.
Again to something else in this.
I want to buy it so bad.
Or a figure store. And you could buy like a full like Todoroki.
I need myself one of those. I need myself one of those so bad. Oh yes. Oh man, he looks adorable. I need to get. I'm sorry. I'm a huge My Hero fan, right? I need one of those.
Moving on again.
The Virtual Boy, $100. Really, Nintendo?
Something else in this direct. The Virtual Boy that we got so excited for. Well, some of us. I think some of you just wondered why. I was excited for $100 for this Virtual Boy.
I love the sound effect. I love the sound effect a lot.
$100. I don't know who this. That's a tough one. On one hand, with this one, I mean, it is a full console re-release, really. I mean, no, it's not. No, it's not. I was gonna try and justify it and be like, well, the Virtual Boy back in the day was like $200, which for inflation is $400 now. Yeah, but it's just a shell, isn't it? Because the actual hardware, the actual part that makes this work, is the Switch 2 we already have. That's the guts that you're sliding into it. This is just a hard shell carry case. This is a glorified protected cover. And by the way, I'm pretty sure if you want to play these 14 Virtual Boy games, because that's all the library ever had, you have to buy this because it's 3D and you gotta stick your eyes up to it. I don't know how much the cardboard labor version is. Cardboard labor, $25 for the cardboard model. For the cardboard, you know what I love? That it says cardboard model. $25. Can we just cut out?
Nintendo is taking advantage of their fans. They know they. Oh, thank you, Dom. I'm sorry, Kara. I didn't read your message. A big company, so they're trying to pick everyone's pockets, right? Yeah, the original Switch Violet. Oh yes, see, sorry, because I like to talk in Portuguese sometimes. It's, I mean, not necessarily a woman. Honestly, tem uma idea. You do not pay the console itself 100 bones, okay? And then you gotta pay the cardboard. Why would someone want that? It'll just break. $25. $25. The dollar sign. Come on. Nintendo is not gonna get a lot of copies. When the Wii came out, when the GameCube came out, It was a different time back then. Yes, they may have. Well, that's a lot of units, and this is when people didn't even know these games exist. Especially countries that didn't have gaming consoles yet. You're expecting us to pay that much? Really, Paul? Same here. I'm at a loss for words myself. Sorry, I wonder like why is it so quiet. And yeah, tell me about it, Danielle. It's just upsetting Nintendo is taking that route. Yeah. I don't know what to say at this point. I'm gonna get comfortable. I'm just gonna be stuck like an hour left. I thank all of you so much for being so supportive towards me. I mean that. Honestly, regardless of the meltdowns that I had. And yeah, Mia, you I think all of us can afford it. And there's like the one for the ones that do. I mean, even for the ones that do afford it, they're still in peak of shock themselves because it kind of reminds me of that episode from The Simpsons when where my Simpsons fans out there when Homer basically went to this gay neighborhood and because I made like a little funny parody, it didn't do well in viewership, right? Homer, he basically, give me like a yellow object. If you're The Simpsons, like it could be a banana, anything yellow. Okay. He wanted to get his hair cut. Okay. I don't have scissors on me right now, but imagine I'm cutting my hair like this. That'd be $400. And then I don't blame Homer for that. He's a fat ass. He basically, he wanted to, I mean, that is assault, but whatever. I don't care, honestly. He basically drew the hot coffee at his face. Can you blame Homer though? $400 just to get two pieces of hairs cut? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. It not to mention the episode with Marge. I gotta find an episode when she says, "Boy, things sure turned into crap." I'll give an example. Okay, so I'm making a mess in here. Okay, so huh, this is before the inflation. I can't draw a candy cane, so I'm gonna do the best I can. Okay, this is after. Okay, so all of you are The Simpsons. That's awesome. Okay, wow. Didn't know this many Simpsons fans here. I know Millie and Violet would be. I know like my Latinos love The Simpsons, right? Sorry about that because I was wiping my mouth off. You see the comparison, Haley. You're a Simpsons fan. That's awesome. I'm surprised all of you love The Simpsons. You see, it's the episode, right? This is a candy cane, right? You see the difference before the inflation and then after. Before, after, right? When you would go to the store, you wonder why there's so much air. Okay, I know South Korea they did a riot before, or not a riot, they did a boycott because of how they're getting worked off of chips or something. I love South Korea for that. I thought Mio can know. Um, it should be like this here in the States because when you go to the grocery store, okay, I can't give everyone an example, but okay, so this is a bag of chips. Like if you want to get, I don't know, orange Doritos. Like I don't know why they do this, but like when you fill the bag, they only fit up to here, and then there's so much air, right? I know they're trying to make room here, but you're getting less value out of it. It was like this when I was younger. You get more out of stuff. We're living in I like to call it the great post COVID. Basically, it's like the Great Depression, right? But with all this going downhill, we would get less value out of everything. I do not know why. I don't know how this happened. I don't know. I don't really get what's this feeling about politics. Okay, you would get less value out of things, right? That not supposed to happen. That's why I'm thinking, like, why is everything so low all of a sudden? You know, like if you want to buy groceries. Oh, it's been happening for years, Grant. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I just know that for a fact it's worsening, right? Because when I was Dumbo's age, it wasn't like this. Hell, as an Arizonan, right? No wonder people keep moving out here. The 99-cent store. It sucks. I wish they didn't close down. You would get again. Uh, so I'm thinking about a dead Lois. I got the from me guy when they're surviving the Y2K, right? And then show me potato salad. I like how my stupid says a dead Lois. Like, what would you bring us to a picnic? I did, Lois. I love Stewie. Oh my goodness sake. Okay, so if I can, I'm sorry. I'm so stressed out. I am. Okay, so I'll write this down in the back. So this is what I can get for $10. Okay, for $10. I like the dollar sign. It's so cute. Anyway, for $10, I guess put banana right. Sorry. Yeah, I think it's is it a dozen? I think it's a dozen. Almost out of ink. Right. Deon, is it? All right, I gotta write one more item down. Oh, right. Um, this is what I could get for $10. $10 before that gorgeous store that closed down. I'll read it out loud. Banana chips, pumpkin pop tarts, a dozen pack. Canadian sausages, Dream ramen noodles, apple juice, a gallon. Basically like this size. Damn, yeah, it's pretty cheap. And I did carry that back home, FYI. I did. Um, Korean seaweed, my favorite. That would eat with my noodles, and then a USB charger. I went through so many of those, or at least earphones. The banana chips are $1. The pumpkin pop tarts only for $2. Canadian sausages only for $1. Dream ramen noodles, $1. Three packs, FYI. Apple juice, a gallon, $2. Korean seaweed, $1, and that's a 3 pack. Forgot to write that down. And then USB charger, $1. Camel banana chips are so delicious. They're so healthy for you. Like think about bananas, right? But they're dried fruit, like dried fruit. I would eat them all the time. Oh my goodness! And they have like two different brands. They're both good. There's not really much of a difference, there kind of is. Oh, especially with peanut butter. I could even get Peter Pan. It's basically honey. It's like honey flavored for $2. And it's a pretty decent sized jar. Or you know what? For $2. That's at my store, by the way. And people wonder why I don't go hungry. Not to mention, well, I'm really short. I don't eat much. All that you see on that list, $10. And unfortunately, with the guy in office, it will get worse. Yeah, that's true, Mark. You guys don't know he cares about the wealthy. Well, the wealthy, they're gonna run out of money themselves. Yeah, you guys put banana right in your Violet. I know it's a little tricky, isn't it? But you use banana. That's cute, banana. I don't know how you say it in Italian because I don't know my Italian words that much. And thank you, Amelia. Molto obrigado. Honestly, I'm not kidding. All of that for $10. And you know what's ironic? That's only in 4 states. My state, Nevada, wait, California, Nevada, New Mexico suddenly doesn't have it, and then Texas. No matter none of you know that store exists because it only exists out here. Right, Grand? Right? Us Arizonas, we don't spend much. And people wonder why we don't like state foreigners here. Because you like to make everything so damn expensive. I understand what Mexicans feel because it's called gentrification. I don't blame Mexicans at all for this. Because, oh yeah, you're basically like you're white Americans, black, well, doesn't matter what race. You wanted to basically force us to speak English. You wanted to basically change our little environment. It's like the opposite of us Americans. We don't like that happening here. The Mexicans don't like having that either. And from the Arizona perspective, it's like more both, but towards the Mexican side because everyone likes to make everything expensive. If you want to come to my state, you gotta follow our rules here. You gotta be respectful out here. If not, you can go away and go back to where you came from. That doesn't sound racist. I'm just being honest. This is why we're tired, like those damn influencers that I mentioned. I'm sick of it. If people say, "Oh, free him," do you want to go to jail too? You could be his cellmate. You could be his fuck buddy. Because I don't want any of that. I love my state. I'll die for my flag. I don't want to offend any of my Americans out there. There's one state I would no, I don't want to start. I don't want to start any state wars. I don't want to go there. But I'm just being honest. I love my state more than other state. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Other states are gorgeous, but hey, I'm born and raised here. Okay. Well, we don't have daylight savings. We have a light pollution law. Okay. We have Native Americans here. And I love our news that I used to watch growing up. Good morning, Arizona. Yeah, we say it all the time. Also, I like how we got this little dialect. We say high country. It just means up north. Okay, I love my state. Everyone else should love their state too. If not, that is fine. Honestly, it's just that I'm not taking the state for granted. And that's the same when I would go to GameStop or whatnot. It actually makes sense. Wait, what, Daniel? You're kidding. There's a silver store. Oh, you mean Dollar Tree, right? Dollar Tree? Yeah, we have those out here too. And me, I wish you did have one. I wish you did. It just sucks that only 4 states in the whole country have them. You know? Like, we got some amazing stores that most of you don't even know that even exist here. That's why I'm thinking, like, how do you have, whatever it's called? We have a Carl's Jr. The rest of you call it something else. You have Kroger. I didn't know Kroger. I didn't know what Kroger was. Right, Grand? Right? Because we call it fries. Right? I know that half of you had to go to bed in 40 minutes. It sucks. I'm enjoying this. Me too, Grant. Me too. I love Tennessee. I love Georgia. And Alabama. I'm being honest. Mississippi is... I like their flag. They still have a way to go, though. So, it's just so weird we get people in Tennessee, but not in Georgia or Alabama. It's kind of funny. But we get people from Mason, right? In Pennsylvania, we got some out here, which is like they're further away from us, which is so funny though. So Kroger sucks, Mia. Why does Kroger suck? Because our fries is like your Kroger, and I love going in fries. Everything is kind of cheap. Well, I think it was like I could get a TV dinner for $1. I could get peanut butter for $1.72. I'm not kidding. Our peanut butter, the jar, it's $1.72 here. Or I think it was. It's still cheap. We have those Tina burritos. I don't know how much it is now. I used to go to Fry's every day. Well, kinda. Those were like 30 blanket. Deon, I think it's 30 to 33 cents. You can get 3 for $1. Um, I don't know for beverages. Soda is 80 cents. Don't get started with the Jarritos. Jarritos. Oh my Jesus, mis dulces. Jack Escaloto de Jack. They're so delicious, especially the Mandarin ones. Oh my god, those were delicious. They used to be really cheap. I think like around 64 cents. It sucks I didn't vlog all of this. I feel awful that I haven't. Even though I still got Vitas when I went to the 99-cent store. They had bad service? Well, that sucks. The Kroger ads are the worst thing, and it's damn it, that sucks. All of you had to go through that. And so you never went to Kroger? Because again, Fry's is Kroger out here. And I just want to say this for Dumbo. They treat people well with disabilities. I'm not kidding. Some of the workers have disabilities. I met them. I talked to them. They're really sweet. I am not kidding. If you basically have any type of disability, if you're autistic, which is neurological, if you're physically disabled, it's called like Parkinson's, right? You can still work there. I forgot what else. Yeah, trust me. I've seen those workers. They have disabilities. I love that store. We take people with disabilities really serious out here. You know, that's why when I seen that murder prankster, I say, I'm glad he got 9 years. For people that want to free him, I wish your mother got dead. Sorry. Too far, too far. I take that stuff really serious. Again, I'm proud of my state. I feel like we should be our own country at this point. I don't know why. I feel like we should. We make a decent amount of money. We are business related. We are kind of tech booming here. We have as much money as people in Singapore. That's how rich we are. Except that we have a homeless issue, sadly, and mental health kinda. We're like Singapore. We'll be fine if we are our own country. I feel like we should not be American. Well, we are American, but we're like Alberta. They don't want to be Canadian, right? It's no wonder we're sister cities with them because they can relate to us. Right. So the ads were that bad, huh? And not to mention, I almost got run over. Dumb, are you kidding me? You got run over 3 times? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? I feel awful to hear that. Dumb, that's tragic. Oh my god. Most of you voted for. Why do so many of you? That's awesome, by the way. I'm just curious. Why do so many of you love 64? Not many of you are a Galaxy person. That's interesting. Almost, but still though, Dumbbell. That's terrible. The population count is not a lot compared to your country. It's much less. We're like Sweden. We have 7.4 million. We're the sixth largest state. And by population wise, we're the 14th most populated. So we're not in the top 10. We're pretty quiet out here because we are the size um, of Italy and the Philippines. It's a big state out here. 114,000. I'm not sure how much that is in kilometers, but 114,000 square miles. We're big here. And then let's see. I think from the border, the Mexican border to the Utah border, I think that's a 6-hour drive. So it's pretty far. Yeah, pretty far. Because from here to Flagstaff is 2.5 hours, and then here to Tucson is 2.5 hours. So if you do all the math, I think a little over 6 hours. We are a big state. You know, California is much bigger than us. It's just that we're pretty fat. Well, kinda. So yeah. You got me kidding me, Dumbo. That should not be regular. Speaking of Kroger, something happened to me today. Before work, I went to Kroger to get a bottle of water, and then in the parking lot, what happened, Lauren? Tell us, and I'll finish this video up. Damn, I think we got a half hour left.
The model part and just read $25 for cardboard. Lost the words here a little bit. I gotta take a second. On the Switch Online service, which you already have to pay for the Switch Online service to access the 14 games. You can't.
You gotta pay to use online. That is ridiculous. Tell me about it, Grand. I'm just shocked that all of them had to go through this. You have to pay to play the online. That's ridiculous. It wasn't like this when we had the Wii.
Play those 14 games unless you spend a minimum of another $25 for some cardboard or $100 for some plastic. It's nostalgic, and I do admit
You never like Kroger, Jerry? I understand. God, man, they sound awful. At least they're better than Walmart. I think. By the way, everyone, give me like an emoticon or emoji. What is your reaction of this? I'm not a fan. I am not a fan. Look.
cardboard or $100 for some plastic. It's nostalgic, and I do admit it's very cool. And for the
Hold on, let me show the game very quick.
side of
This is what one of the games look like, right? Because Dumbo's asked me about it.
and just read $25 for cardboard. Lost for words here.
Here's the game. One of them.
On the Switch Online service, which you already have to pay for the Switch Online service to access the 14 games. You can't play those 14 games unless
That's the game, by the way.
$25 for some cardboard or
that's the colors,
for some plastic.
Right?
It's nostalgic, and
those are the only colors. I'm a fan of red, not that much. I'm sorry. Like, are you kidding me? I would rather be in a mental asylum than playing. I'm sorry, Nintendo. That I know that's a song, but you need to understand. I want to be in a mental asylum, even though I've been to mental facility. Than playing that.
Cool. And for the collector in me side of things, obviously I feel like this is something that's going to go on.
I love these reactions. I was like, Domo makes me laugh a lot, and Grant. Sorry. Yes, this is the council. This is the council that you had to pay $110 for.
If you pay the 100, you'll probably make your money back if you decide you want to turn around and sell it later. These things are always kind of hard to get and limited.
Oh no, no one's gonna pay money for that unless they really collect. No.
It's
okay, Haley.
Nostalgic price.
It's so crappy.
I'm not as upset about this one because there is a level of cool factor where it's like it's just kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's just kind of cool. But
I don't think it's not cool to me.
Asking people for a lot, and
it's not cool to me. I don't care if they got one of the. No, I'm not playing a game that only has 2 colors in it, and I gotta. My eyes are. Right, Paul? Like what?
Into this, all of the Switch 2 Edition game DLC that keeps happening.
Oh, I got an ad. But literally, I'm thinking, what? Why do you think this is a good idea? Why? And people wonder why some of us are getting so miserable, so stressed out. Why? I like Marks. My reaction exactly. I'm thinking, why? All right. Oh, they're asleep already? All right, wait, don't tell them live streaming. Because I know you're not, Oh, no, I'm still keeping that cup. I was just telling them because I got another viewer from Italy. Yeah. Oh, and Keme said hello. And Dumbo said hi. So, we're talking about how the Nintendo Switch is getting so expensive because they would basically charge those amiibos, $40 each for a piece, and then they bomb back the Virtual Boy, and that costs $100. No one's gonna buy that, and then the cardboard that's $25, and then you gotta pay the DLC, so that's extra money. You basically just to play like a game, you gotta pay like over $100. instead of how we used to pay $30.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
ridiculous. All right, keep it up, okay?
all right. So my mother's boyfriend's asleep. I know all of you had to go to bed in a half hour. I know that not all of you are here. I hope Campbell's doing okay though. I hope Richard's doing okay as well. And I'm not sure who else. I think Emma's not here. Zoto's not here. So right. Thank you, Gwen. That's tough of you to say that. Honestly, yeah. Violet. Let me go see. That was that was my older brother. So yeah, my mother's boyfriend must be exhausted. Oh, Campbell, hello. See, I had to do a call. I hope I didn't miss. I know Blue and Red aren't here. And Deon, let's see. Jackson isn't here. Who else am I missing? I don't know.
Which, at this point, I've really come to realize what I said earlier. We paid more money to get an improved console that can do 4K.
Amelia, I
We
don't.
put
I
up
don't.
with games
No,
with
it didn't.
560
You did. You did that right.
and barely 30 frames for 8 years. And we finally were allowed the privilege of spending half
I love that
$1,000
because
on
Amelia.
VR.
Oh yeah, I saw that. The two emojis would do like, huh?
Just to turn around and be told that if you actually want an upgraded system for these older games, you need to pay more money. It's a tough pill to swallow, and it was for Zelda for a lot of people. And moving forward, we had games like Mario Jamboree getting DLC, which I made a whole video about that. The DLC was just fun. It was very minuscule and lacked all online features, and at the end of the day, it's kind of a throwaway extra content. And on launch, that $20 Switch 2 Edition DLC didn't even bump the base game's visuals up to 4K. That was actually something they patch fixed recently because people complained. Kirby Starcross World, I played a bit of recently. I did not really need to dive back into that game and do more levels. And I gotta be honest, the whole ice theme of it all, it was really just fluff. It was not. It was more levels. It was really just more of the same. But it gets somehow worse when Nintendo and Pokemon revealed DLC for a game that hasn't even been released yet, which really is just the cherry on top of the turd salad. You know, I don't know what's worse about this. The fact that it is what I said that it is, the fact that all they showed was a couple Mega Revolutions for Raichu, and that's the DLC, I guess. I'm not sure what's supposed to be in this expansion because that's all they showed in the trailer. And I mean, Mega Revolutions, yeah, that's the whole point of this game. All you've been showing for weeks and months now is new Mega Evolutions for Dragonite, Mega Evolutions of Victory Bell that looks like it's BDSM choking itself out. Like, I don't know why Raichu costs more money. I'm just thinking a little bit of a journey. I remember back, I think it was Gears of War Judgment. That game released a physical disc with DLC on the disc that was locked out that you couldn't access for a couple months until after its release, where you could buy the DLC and unlock the content on the disc. And it was at that point, as a younger gamer, where I started to realize what companies were doing with DLC. They were taking portions of the game that were
hopefully that they do.
They plotted out from the start to be something that they can charge you more for later to get more money in the microtransactional form. And as the years went on, I didn't forget about that. I know that's what happens. I know that even this new Donkey Kong DLC that we're going to get to was definitely planned during launch. Like, the game already came out a couple months ago. There's no way they turned and developed that whole concept around in a month or two. But at least in that case, I can suspend my disbelief a little because I can play the game, I can finish it, I can see that I got my money's worth, and then there's more DLC, and I can decide whether or not I want to pick it up and support the practice that they've employed. But when the game's not even out yet, and you're telling me that there's DLC, when the game's $70, and now all of a sudden I already know before I even have the game that I won't have all the content unless I spend $90 at some point. You add that in.
That's true, Dumbo.
Everything else that we're getting slammed with, it's like, come on. Even just optically, Nintendo, this was a terrible idea.
I do have to agree with Mason.
Idea. Especially for so many reasons, but in a direct where we're all kind of looking.
You're sleepy, sorry. If you need to go bed early, you can.
And the new thing we got was this. So here's my question now, as I'm taking stock of this whole situation. When it comes to this DLC that Nintendo are doing, and these Switch 2 edition games specifically, how much should we be paying for this? Because
My opinion, $60. There should be no DLC involved. There should be no darn DLC involved.
realizing now, as I've said, that we paid for a 4K console. I don't think we should ever have had to have paid $10 to play Breath of the Wild, an 8-year-old game in that 4K. So if Nintendo was saying games like Mario Wonder are a $20 upgrade because you get 4K and you get this extra content, Nintendo. We're not paying for 4K. Up until now, a lot of people like myself have been wondering why one of the newest games for Nintendo, Mario Wonder, hasn't been 4K. When Nintendo did go and give 4K support to like New Super Mario Brothers Deluxe that was on the Switch, it's because they knew they could charge for it. There are a lot of games day one that had 4K improvements for free, like Scarlet and Violet, because
All right, it's
God
up to you.
forbid you
Sorry.
charge for that. You can charge us
So 9 o'clock.
the broke. But there were a lot of games that didn't get 4K enhancements for free, and I guess at this point it's because you can assume.
So,
Nintendo has
Dumbo and Mason, can you? I forgot what EA is. Can you explain to Violet what it is? I know because she's Italian, right? It's like how we got football, right? I know they would produce one of those games, but I forgot what else that they do that both of you do not like.
to charge you for those ones. Why though? Why those ones and not the other ones that were free? Because Mario Wonder is a big release, and because people want to play it in 4K, so they can charge for that. But
Tell me about
again,
it, Haley.
I keep stressing it. You're charging us for something that your console was supposed to do. And if you don't buy it, guess what? You can't play the game in 4K on your new 4K console.
I had to say, why does 4K Nintendo? I know we're in the mid 2020s, but why does 4K mean so much to you? I still play on my Switch. I don't care how crispy the graphics is. What I love about my Switch is the gameplay. Why does graphics have to be everything? There are games that have amazing graphics that are just awful. It's like people thinking it's kind of like the Mr. Beast effect, right? How they say, hey, you know what? We're going to be doing this for, I don't know, we're going to basically give everyone heart attacks at the Arizona Grill when we have those out here. Whoever eats the most burgers, basically going inside their mouths, showing their esophagus, whatever, will win $10,000. They can eat, I don't know, 25 cheeseburgers while they're foaming in the mouth. And Mr. Beast goes, yeah, you like that bitch? You like that bitch? It's like that. Why though? Why? Is it? I don't understand it. The future though is supposed to be sluggishing down, not the other way around. Back then we had to work a lot. Why does it start to be like that now? If you know what I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It's as though they want every. I like how back then, like I watch a lot of Let's Players playing Mario Party, right? People think the graphics suck. It's 1998. Get over it. 1999, 2000. These are the N64 that I grew up in. That was my era. And GameCube. Why do people are so obsessed with the graphics? Get over it. Honestly. What I love about the Mario Party games, even though sometimes they make those weird animations that yeah, they do creep me out, but I still love the game nonetheless, is how you draw the orbs around the boards in the mini games and whatnot. Mario Party 9 and 10 suck. I don't like how they got that dumb car mechanic. It's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I know Miyamoto. I love that man. Okay, because he thought it would be a good idea. It just didn't work. Right? I like the old fashioned way. That's why I'm glad we got Jamboree. Such a great game. It is. It's just I don't know. Like Nintendo, they're starting to become. It's kind of like it reminds me of that movie Robots. How we think that we had to be a product in society. Like those influencers that I told all you about, like especially how Paul got. I cannot stand pranksters. I don't like it, especially when one of them will go up to random people and say, "Hey, go to my store, you get 25% off. To stop. Back when I was Dumbo's age and Sorry's age, that wasn't a thing. We have YouTube poop for crying out loud. We have a lot of parody videos and other stuff. I was on YouTube for a long time. We didn't have those back then. Why does everything feel like it has to be a company? These companies are just gonna fall apart. They're gonna end up being homeless, and I don't care. In fact, there's some homeless people I see like, yeah, I feel awful. I gotta walk home now. I can't do anything to help you. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It does not. It's like people thinking that they had to be. I love robots. No, not the movie, not just the movie, but machines. The thing, okay, I wanted to say, can I be honest? I love Italy. You wonder why I love Italy? Because they're so ancient. They're so. No offense for China. I hope Richard is doing all right because I don't hear. He's probably going to bed soon. Italy may look a little behind, but the thing is, though, that's the point of Italy. You got the Colosseum. You got the Lino Torre Pizza. You got the Vatican. For crying out loud, I love how ancient Italy is. I wish I went to Italy. My mother, she has. I love how they got their own buildings. Now, in my state, I know it's a little weird because we're young. I get it. We're like the Middle East. We're like the UAE. It looks a little corporate, right? It's fine because we're young. Okay, we're the youngest of the low 48s. Cut us some slack. But outside of that, you got the Grand Canyon, right? You got other places that I can't think of at the moment, right? That other states do not have. You just got cornfields. I'm sorry. For the plains. That's all you have. No wonder people think your state is not interesting. I know it is. I just don't see it that much. And it goes to show you that you need to basically be evolved. That's why when I see these other YouTubers, they're like how I got my autistic meltdown earlier. Why do I have to keep up like my mother or someone would say, keep up with the Joneses? Why though? I don't want to keep up with the Joneses. I'm not interested in them. What if they got a different music taste than me? I still respect them, but I'm not interested. I like rock. I like J-pop. I like classical music. Oh, definitely classical music. French music, German music. You know, I like ambient music. If that makes you a little bit weird, then it's not too bad. Then, because I'm not changing that. It's like that. It just like it's kind of like the episode from SpongeBob when Plankton has a new wife. She's fucking ugly. Okay, what? Because like one, you don't have any arms. Sorry, there's nothing wrong with having arms. Two, you look weird. Three, you got your ass kicked by Karen, right? And she's the older robot. She doesn't need to basically have all of this cool gadgets. That's why I still my Switch. That's why I still my S4. As an Arizona, we do. I like to say this because since I like to call it the Arizona syndrome. We're a little bit more laid back out here. We're not like what people are doing in stinky ass Florida, pardon my language, or I would love to go to New York. New York is different, but like Florida, for example, or Buddha forbid, California. Things are different here. I'm sorry. It's like if I want to say this. Like for me, I'm interested in Germany, but I want to go to Bavaria because Bavaria is so different than the rest of the Germany. I'm sure it's much more funner to be on one. They're safer compared to let's say Dusseldorf or basically Berlin. I'm sure that's beautiful though, but I've seen some stuff that's going on in Deutschland. Oh my god, it's just it's good. The drugs and die Menschen. Wird uns und die Stadt is nicht schon. It's just basically just all fucking buildings. Pardon my language. It's all farming buildings. I like something old. I know that to call me a nut job here. This is why I love history. This is why I like to be laid back on things. You wonder why these countries do not look at South Korea. I love South Korea. But the thing is, though, I probably would have a high chance of suicide if I lived there because I feel like I had to keep up with, like, the K-pop singers. I had to look really hot. That's when I saw that video, Asian Boss, the adorable Korean girl, she gave herself a 5. Like, you look like a 9, sweetie. And people wonder why South Koreans kill themselves because they're pressured to keep up. Look at the Philippines. Yeah, it may be one down. Yes, they do have a corruption crisis there. Oh, yes, they do. I know they're doing their best to hang in there, but you know what? I'll feel more safe in the Philippines than in South Korea. I'm sorry. One, Filipinos seem to be much more kinder. I would love to go to South Korea. Two, they don't care what other people are doing. Three, even though they live somewhere that's less stable, they're still happy with what they have. Four, they're really family oriented compared to most South Koreans. There's only a handful of South Koreans who are family oriented. Okay, that's why they have such a high suicide rate. It sucks. It's awful. Like the Squid Game, you see how everyone died in the end because oh yeah, they're going to like death, and they feel like they gotta prove something. Next thing you know, they gotta fucking kill each other. Don't get me started with that. Oh my goodness, my least favorite game is when they have to walk through that glass. I don't like it. Or the tug of war. I don't like that one either. I'm sorry. Squid Game is awesome, but damn it, it's fucking heartbreak. I feel awful for South Koreans. Don't get me started with season three. Oh my, I that's why I don't like season three. I'm not gonna watch it again. No, I don't like how it ended. I'm actually cheesed off it. I do not like the ending. I'm upset of how it ended, especially the trans woman that I want to talk about it. I'm thinking, what the like? I'm sorry, like, what the hell are they thinking? And it goes to show you that South Korean society, it sucks. It's a beautiful country. Are you kidding me? It is. It just sucks that they have to work so much just to get by. No wonder South Koreans are so fucking stressed out. Look at Johnny Somali, that damn bitch. Pardon my language. Like, South Koreans are already going to a lot as it is. Japan. Oh god, boy, that's another story. China, don't get me started. Basically, East Asia, it's a handful. Like, look at Mongolia. Compared to China, you see how laid back they are? Yes, they may not be as developed. But the thing is, though, people are much more healthier, in that country. It actually makes sense. Mia be a zero, I understand. Wait, Brownie we may can't talk about for legal reasons. Yeah, right, Mark? So you seen it too, huh? Purple, you seen it? Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, Mia, I just had to share all this. So, Brownie, Galaxy's your favorite? And thank you, Kama. That's really sweet of you to say that. We do our best. If Violet, it's my pleasure. And I feel awful that you're not doing well, Brownie. I really am. YouTube was invented in April 2005, while 2 years later, right. Isn't that interesting? Sorry, you're younger than YouTube. But yeah, it's my pleasure, Mark. It is. I know if you're getting tired. I understand. I feel awful. I just want all of you to know you may see this happening again because like Godzilla special which happen next week. I don't get a break. I stress out a lot. I don't know until I get my apartment. I'm so desperate, right? I'm not satisfied. Not until I move back again. I miss going for my walks. I miss my neighborhood. I wonder if my neighbor's still there. I miss her though. She was a sweetheart. I still got a video when she complimented on my sweater. She was a sweetheart and she liked her house. It just goes to show you that you need to basically having to keep up with everything. But like as people tell me, like, no, get a stroke. I'm not getting a stroke. You can. I'm not keeping up with this. That's why I like those darn pranksters because they're copycatting other people because they know that they will have younger viewers. Like, may I get an autograph? I'm sorry, if they're like those children need to just get tape in their mouths. I don't want to hear it. It just bothers me so much. And it's coming from someone that had parents that told me that their children watched my videos before, and I'm honored. The parents are amazing now. Not like what I'm doing with those losers, with those racists of sperms. Tell me about it, Violet. I don't know if it happens in your country though. I'm sure it does. It's so unheard of. However, for my Asians out there, the I don't know if I want to upload it. I did show to my TikTok. is that Malay influencer that fed that Indian man that those chicken bones. Malays are pissed. They say, you know what, you need to go to prison. You're gonna get charged for what you did. Malays don't play around. And from a Malaysian perspective, he acted like, okay, us Americans, we're used to it. Kinda. But the thing is though, in Malaysia, oh, you're gonna get shamed if you do that. Like like those pranksters, right? He was acting like it. He was screaming like on the floor. You're in Malaysia for crying out loud. What is wrong with you? Oh my god! It's oh my Buddha. He is Malay and Thai mixed, right? Yeah, my grand and Greg. Yeah, I know both of your parents. Yeah, and it concerns me because the thing is, some of these damn pranksters were grown kid. Well, they would teach them inappropriate language, or that it's okay to basically kick down on hotel doors. Especially that the Adrian Harding guy, he's from Kansas, right? I'm thinking like, oh, why you be so sensitive? And he has such an influence of children. Like, I hope you go to jail. I hate saying this. I wish your mother got cancer. Sorry, too far. Like, I'm sorry, no. Like, your mother fucking spoil you so much to the point she's making you a fucking criminal. She should be ashamed of herself. Especially since I'm black myself. You can get the fuck away from me because I don't want another black monkey around me. Sorry, that sounds racist. Some blacks, they do fucking annoy me. I don't care if you're the same race. Just because you are, yeah, I know that's some race. Sorry. Just because you're black doesn't mean no, I don't even know you. You're just like a fucking human being like everyone else. I don't give a shit if you're half black. I don't fucking care. It bugs me so much. And people wonder why I don't like blacks sometimes. They're like, I'm sorry, you act weird. This is for any race, by the way, depending on their attitude. It's like, yeah, you wonder why people may not like us so much because you're the one that caused this. You know? I'm an Arizonan, okay? And I'm black. No offense to my blacks in the South, you act different than where I'm from. I'm sorry. You wonder why people don't like you because the way you're fucking acting. You gotta stop that. It is not attractive. And you're just making people like me, my Buddha, it just doesn't make any damn sense. You know? And I know you're black, yeah. It just bothers me, you know? Especially that Kendrick Curry guy. I know somebody had to go to bed in 10 minutes. Um, so I try to finish the video up. I'm sorry. When he wanted to verbally harass an elderly woman, I wish you would do something to her. Because you're wearing that ghetto ass thing. I'm sorry, for my blacks out there, there's nothing wrong wearing those. Don't be surprised if people thinking you're ghetto. I wear beanies. Sorry. Look at my hair for crying out loud. Okay? I like my hair. Yeah, it could be a little out of whack. But stop. Decrease your attitude thinking that, oh yeah, I'm black. You gotta stop. You wonder why you get racially profiled so much. You did this yourself. Honestly. Again, I live in a state that doesn't have many we have blacks here. But the thing is our population is not as high as the majority of the country. In the whole state, 4% of us are black. The city, it's like around 7%. Well, black Latino doesn't count. Sorry, because I still see him as Hispanic. Um, it's 7%. No, it's not that low, but it is much lower than Chicago, Atlanta, Baltimore, to basically name a few, and even Charlotte. Right? We don't have as many blacks here. And for the blacks that do move here that don't want to follow the stereotypes, I thank them so much for that because it's so embarrassing. Every race, hell, I mean, whites, they got their serial shooters. Mexicans, though, drug smuggling. Asians, oh boy, grooming, if that makes sense. Oh my Buddha. Native Americans being drunks. I could go down the list for every race on this damn book. Mixed, well, joining drill, I don't fucking know. Etc. There's no such thing as there's no such thing as a better race because I'd said so. And immediately I got looked it up after Everyone goes to bed. I'm sure there's like I think there's quite a few, Mia, because you don't live far from Maryland. Because in Baltimore, there's a lot of blacks. There's more blacks than any other race there, which is really interesting. You know, that's why, because since I don't act the stereotypical black person, I wonder how it'd be like in other cities. Because out here, it's just so much different. Because it's more like white and Mexican here. So maybe that's why if you ever see like my old videos, that's why mannerisms out here, it's a little different, right? If that makes sense. Yeah, exactly, Connor, exactly. And Prancer sucks donkey balls. I love that story, donkey balls. And Jerry, I know you don't act out, absolutely not. And I hope to Buddha all prancers should get arrested because what the fuck is their behavior? Tell me about a story. Oh yeah, Dumbo. Yes, yes. Thank you for telling me, Durak, because you live in the deep south. So I had a feeling you know what those are. Duraks. Yes. It's just like with some of the police videos I watch, I always wonder why, like the ones that dress like this, why did I act like it? Like, there's nothing wrong dressing that way, but for the ones that do these fucking crimes, you're making people that wear those look bad. You know? Exactly, Haley. And you're from Alabama too. So, it's gorgeous state. I know it is. I mean, heck, you even got NASA down there, which is pretty awesome. And it just comes from someone that loves space science. Not to mention, we do have that giant telescope in downtown. But yeah, it just goes to show you, right? I am blessed for where I'm from. I didn't decide to be born here, you know? And yeah. You never been a fan of Durex? Sure, that's understandable. Also, I haven't heard back from Paul or Joan. I hope those two are doing well. You know, what? Since okay, I want to finish this up, but I'm gonna do it later. I want to play something. Sorry, my ears are plugged in. No, I know my excuse me. I know my mother's boyfriend's asleep, but I'll just turn it down. I don't know any of these. I'll just play one. Hold on. What's this? I got an ad. Yeah, Paul, I'm sorry, my F. I don't think your damn it, I got a long ad. I don't think your comment went through. You don't like Durax, Greg, so I'm not the only one. There's something wrong with those. It's just people think if you're black, you wear those. No, beanies. What I said is I've seen a handful of black. You serious, Paul? In your country? Really? There's blacks in Indonesia? I know that's dumb of me to ask that. Seriously? What on earth is this song? I love the beginning. Holy Buddha. I'm sorry. Let me, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I know it's getting late. I'm sorry, everyone. For the rest, it's still up. Thank you so much. If you still have some energy left. Hold on. Fuck, I gotta wait. Oh no, no! He has to go to sleep. Oh, well, thank you so much for being here, Como. I was playing the Polly music. Darn it! I wish I did this earlier. A half hour story. Thank you for telling me. So, Violet, this is Man Magon. I can't pronounce the rest of it. It's really difficult. It's a Nepali song. I'll show the part of it. This came out 7 years ago. There's no way this is from Nepal. Are you kidding me? It sounds like Chinese. I love it. Yes, Mark, of course. I understand, honestly. How your bus sucks. Yeah, if anyone needs to go to bed now, please do. It sucks it's 8:32. I hate when I do this. Every time I play good music, everyone goes to bed. I can't help it. Thank you, Dumbo, for telling them. Also, because Paul's still awake, right? I just think every single. I'm gonna do this every day, but I thank every single one of you for being so supportive, regardless of my meltdowns. It means a lot. Oh, my foot. Sorry. Yes. And good night, Mark. I love that. I love the Statue of Liberty. How cute. I'm doing all right. Well, so. Oh, good, Brian. I'm glad to hear that. I just don't want that mother global being here right now. I don't need him here. Okay. The thing is, I would like to play all these other way, but I'm just gonna play like half of them or a minute or two. 2011? Oh, is he an American guy? Huh. Mm-hmm. Well, he deserves it. Okay, that's fine. I understand you're in a lot of pain. This is Judica aku yang tersakiti. Yeah, Paul, you like this music, huh? This came out when I was in high school. I could tell because of the way that they dress is so 2010s. Next, I wish because I know it's getting late. That's why I'm only playing half of them. Hold on. Which one is this? Oh, okay. Speed this up. Okay, that one's a little too noisy for me. I need like less known artists, but I can't find. Hold on. All right, I don't know what this is. I think Brody may know. Man, hmm. Damn, this is good music. Your island has some good taste, Bronny. Damn it. So you use maracas? Oh, Papa has to go to bed. Amelia has to go to bed. And Daniel, yes, Campbell, go ahead and go to sleep. Did you draw Pomni? I'm not sure. Yep. Also, is Violet still awake? It's Grupo Nietzsche. I hope I pronounced it right. Hold on. I hope she's still here because. Hold on. Oh, Haley, hope you sleep, bro. I could tell, Bonnie, you have really good music. Where is the Italian song that I like? I'll play one of them. I don't remember the name of it because I don't remember. I wish I added my favorites. Okay. Good. Oh, you got reggae there? Hey, Kevin went to sleep. Connor, hope you sleep well. Oh, I need to ask you this, Violet. Let me school see. Have you ever? I used to be kind of popular in your country. I need to share this with you very quick. Your country loves this. I'm sorry, because you're Italian, right? I won't be shocked if you've seen this, but if you haven't, I probably would be. Very quick, very quick. Italians love this. I didn't forget. I need to watch this again. Italians go nuts over this. Let me just play this very quick. I'm not kidding. They take this really serious. I don't know why.
So you're excited. Yes, we will be sure to give you a sneak peek of the new collection. All right. Thank you, Miss Deon. Talk soon.
Oh, I didn't know she speaks French. I didn't know Hope speaks French.
That's what we were talking about.
Oh, Cammy, hope you sleep well.
Yes. Will is the best boyfriend I've ever had.
Is she new?
But he's the only one I can see myself being with forever. I mean, we're not anywhere near that point yet. I'm not expecting him to whip out a ring and propose anytime soon. No, but I understand. It's like a feeling in your gut that he's meant to be in your life. Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew she's seen this. I knew it, and I was right, Daniel. Yes, yes, Riri. Right.
Just be myself. That's also thanks to you. Electra, I'm so proud of you the way that you've blossomed ever since you've been here. I tried really hard to put all that.
So she's new, huh? I miss like a whole year's worth.
Best friend, Remy. Thinking I could trust him, but he was secretly trying to destroy my life.
I need to watch this again. Oh, who are these sexy boys here? Oh, Salamat Malampo. Oh, whatever, sorry. His name is. What's his name?
Spencer's house. I kind of started hanging out of it with the murder. I know.
Deke? That's a cool name.
Like, part of me felt drawn to Luna.
So her name is Luna?
I swear, I was just.
Oh, he's pretty. Man, they're both cute, though.
I thought she was dead, like everyone else. What did she want? She said she needed my help. No, you can't help her, Remy.
So his name is Remy.
That's the guy she killed at El Jardino. She threw Steffi forced her in a cage. Told her.
She threw Steffi in a cage also? What?
I know. It's horrifying. Then why didn't you kick her the hell out? Because she barged in. I could hardly speak when I saw her.
What? Man, Steffi went through a lot of shit. There's Katie.
I calculated. I'm not a bad person. No, there's good in me, and you believe this.
Oh, hope you sleep real grand. Oh, I miss a lot. I miss a lot. Oh, this is getting good.
You got what you're worse than her. Far, far worse.
I miss a lot.
Sorry.
What did she do?
You are sorry. You have it all. Freedom, your future, you threw it away. I don't have any more pity for you. I gave you every chance. Got you out of prison, got your pardon, and this is how you repay me.
So grateful.
I don't want to hear it, Luna. You shot my eldest son. You took advantage of my youngest. I ought to kill you myself, you ungrateful little bitch. Well, hear me when I tell you. You messed with the wrong family.
She shot what? Oh no, she needs to go to prison.
Please, Will.
No, no, please,
You know I'm
no.
not evil. Okay, just hear me out. Please.
You shot who? I thought she was a nice girl. I take that back. So I used to watch this. I hope you sleep well, Lauren and Jerry. Man, everyone is fun like flies. Right, Violet? So for the ones who are curious, right? I know it's if you had to be mature to watch this. This is the Bold and Beautiful. It's really popular where Violet's from. It's really popular in Europe. It's really popular in Australia. I used to have a lot of fans back then because I used to be the one that would upload episodes and doing commentary and speak their language. Because why not? I remember that I used to have like some messages on Facebook by women that would say, "Oh, ciao, bella," from Italy. Yeah, oh God, they're so sweet. And the Bold and Beautiful is supposed to be about. I know it's getting late. Mia, you seen it before? Yeah, my mother, she got me into it. It's basically about these two rich families. You got the Foresters and then you got the Spencers, and they basically do art or fashion, like dresses or whatever, right? And they're rich, and basically they go do a lot of like a soap opera. There's like kind of like my life, kind of. There's drama every episode. That's the Bone and Beautiful. I think that's why, because since Uncle Joe in my life, it's like that. It's kind of like if you have Pinocchio syndrome, you feel like your life is in a movie or a play. I kind of feel that way sometimes. I may have Pinocchio syndrome. It's an actual condition, I think. I know I shouldn't have self-diagnosed, but I feel like I have it. So it's kind of like that, right? You love I so love Violet. I love the Bone and Beautiful too. I have not watched it in a year. My favorite character, damn, let's see, is Steffi. My least favorite is Quinn. She's a fucking bitch. And that woman, with that girl, whatever the heck she did. I do like Steffi's husband. He's pretty hot. I like Wyatt. And I do like Katie. I know a lot of people don't like her sister Brooke. She can be a handful because her and Bill and then Rich. Oh my, I feel old. I'm an old soul. So Brownie, it's a little hard to tell you. I did a video of it a long time ago, but I need to do more research. It's kind of like it's like you believe things are that don't exist. I know it's like schizophrenia, but not quite. It's like you living. I forgot what it was because I did my research. Right? It's like you're living life in a movie or a TV show or something. I gotta look more back into it because I want to self-dominate myself having that. And there's even like a flag. So I found it online somewhere. It's really interesting. You heard of it? Daniel, that's awesome. And I love spaghetti, Violet. Yes. See, I love spaghetti. In fact, spaghetti is one of my favorite meals I've ever eat. I know if you're Italian, I guess it is the two stereotype. Italians love their spaghetti. I love spaghetti. Oh, yes. Alice in Wonderland syndrome. I kind of have that story. It's like you feel that you're taller or shorter than you are. Like when I go to the bathroom, it feels small. I'm really short. It's kind of like that. I don't know. Like, there's more to it, though. It's extremely rare having it. It's not common. It's extremely rare. Like, for me personally, I gotta wear certain clothes because I feel like they don't fit me, even though they do. I don't know. Like I have to wear certain clothes or whatever. It's hard to explain it. And Daniel, I hope you sleep well. It's actually someone has to go to bed. Crap. So it's a thing. Let me look this up very quick. Hold on. The mental disorders. I like watching those videos because they're so interesting. You know, because I know I have a few myself that I told all of you, right? So, um, mental disorders explain. I know there's a few of them. There's a lot. I know the evaluator, yeah, people don't like him and all. Yeah, because what he did. I still want to give him an opportunity. Bipolar disorder. Okay, I want to play this bipolar because I'm bipolar. Well, I have bipolar depression because my mood shifts really quick, right? I could be joyful in one moment and then I'll just lose it the next.
Bipolar disorder is a mood disorder that is characterized by alternating periods of depressive symptoms and elevated mood, termed either hypomania or mania. Most people experience normal ups and downs, but in bipolar disorder, the range of moods is greater than normal and features extremes. We'll come back to this graph, but first we need to define depressive and manic symptoms. According to the DSM-5, depressive symptoms include
low mood,
anhedonia, meaning a loss of interest in previously enjoyed activities, diet or sleep disturbances,
insomnia,
experiencing low energy levels
yes,
that may even make getting out of bed too much, psychomotor retardation, feeling worthless and inappropriately guilty, and losing the ability to
concentrate.
In severe cases, there can also be thoughts of death and suicide.
Yes.
Then there are symptoms of mania or hypomania. These are features of an abnormally elevated mood. Mania is more severe and impairs day-to-day functioning and may include psychosis, leading to a misdiagnosis of schizophrenia.
Right.
The DSM-5 lists the criteria for mania as at least 3 of diminished need for sleep, a sense of grandiosity, meaning being superior or better than others, pressured speech, racing thoughts or ideas, distractibility, increased level of goal-focused activities, and excessive risky pleasure.
So I have mania.
Like spending sprees, sex, or gambling.
Well, not those three.
Mania, this must last at least 7 days and be enough to impair normal functioning or pose a threat.
You may have bipolar, Violet. That's understandable.
Are similar, but need only 4 days.
Oh wait, Barney, I'm sorry. This is a different channel. It's by, I can't pronounce his name. Rhesus, Rhesus Medicine. And this was updated or posted 3 years ago. It's a totally different channel. And the videos titled Bipolar Disorder explain clearly. He goes more in depth than the evaluator does. But you watch his videos? It's that so? Really? I didn't know that. I just want to share part of that. Let me check the evaluator again. Like I know that he's not a great guy. Well, he is. He's just, except for the stupid ads that he did, that was really disrespectful. But I still want to give an opportunity because I do appreciate his effort on the videos that he does. I love the music that he adds too. That's why I'm thinking, you know what? I do appreciate the videos that he does. His thumbnails can be a little bit weird. I don't think he's doing more of those moods because those are my And yet YouTube removed my video because okay, it's educational, right? He's showing like the surgery, organs ripped out and ground up for pigs. What the interesting. You got that's the thumbnail. And yet YouTube thinks mine is too much. That's educational, but I know how YouTube is. Let me find it. Hold on. The evaluator mental disorders, right? I know we went through this before, but I love watching them. I don't know why, because I know I forget. I do have that. I do have somewhat amnesia. Well, I don't. I can't explain it. Hold on. The worst mental disorders? Okay, every mental disorder, every misunderstood. I want the basics though. the ones that are people know about, but don't remember the names of it. Every type of personality disorder. Yeah, I think I played that. I think I did play that. Yeah, I did play the avoidant one. I remember that. That's cognitive body disorder. I'm sorry. I love mental health related topics. I can't help it. Those are rare diseases. That doesn't count. I already saw the type of depression, didn't I? Brain disorder. Did I see the brain disorder? Oh, let me play it. In a way, right, Mia? So yeah, it was a thumbnail. See, Violet. Yeah, it's pretty gory, but it's educational. It actually makes sense. So, you're stuck with really? Sorry, I could tell. You're nervous about teaching. Oh, that's right, Greg, because you got to go bed in 5 minutes. I know you were due fine for sure, and I just want to say your son is amazing for what he had to put up with, even though what happened was an accident, because it happens. I want you to know, do not feel guilty of yourself, Greg, because I mean that. Oh yeah, I saw that when a police have to disarm a 9-year-old. Yeah, that was something else, and they had restless boys or handcuff them. Schizophrenia. Here we are. Here we are. Let me play this.
And would sometimes make up
Hold on. I love the music. I'm sorry. I love the music.
friend who always seemed to be
Before Greg goes to bed, here's schizophrenia. I think I played these.
definitely not something you can just snap out of.
Okay, let me play the bipolar one first. Because I have these two, right? I think we play these, but whatever.
Except this is not the fun kind of ride with happy screams and cotton candy. This type of roller coaster ride would feel like you have two different people living inside your brain, literally. First person would be the manic phase, which is the crazy, extremely hyperactive phase. During the manic phase, you would feel like you just won a lottery ticket and drank a double shot of espresso. You'd be extremely happy, energized, and ready to take on Mike Tyson in a boxing match. But then, just when you think you've got it all figured out, the depressive phase hits you like a ton of bricks, like someone just threw ice water on you. Suddenly, you're like SpongeBob SquarePants, grumpy, pessimistic, and convinced
Yeah, I
that
played
everything
this.
is pointless. These extreme mood swings can happen quickly and without warning. And for some people, aggression and violence are thrown into the mix.
Yeah.
It's like your brain is playing a cruel game of ping pong with your emotions. Scientists and research have shown that bipolar disorder can be linked to genetics, brain chemistry, and life experiences, and it affects around 40 million
That's a
people
lot.
worldwide. It's not something you
Actually,
can
come to think of it, that isn't a lot. 40 million? I am one of the 40 million? Oh crap, that sucks. I mean, that seems like a big number, but there's what, over 8 billion of us, right? That's 0.5% of the population. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Oh, that's not good.
Disorder can be linked to genetics, brain chemistry, and life experiences, and it affects around 40 million people worldwide. It's not something you can catch like the
It's
flu.
my
And
pleasure, Greg. 0.5%. I'm just guessing, Dumbo, because if it's 80 million, that's 1%, right? There's like 80 million asexuals out there. So imagine that, but by half. And since I'm a male, that's 0.25%.
definitely not something you can just snap out of. Schizophrenia. As a child, you probably had that imaginary friend who always seemed to be there, and nobody else could hear, see, or even talk to him except you. However, as you got older, you realized that the imaginary friend was just a trick in your mind, and they were never actually real. Now, for someone with schizophrenia, that imaginary friend is as accurate as a living, breathing person. This means they can see, hear, or talk to that person even when nobody else can. A person with this disorder also has very vivid delusions and would sometimes make up another reality. For example, they would believe that they are a secret agent on a mission to save the world.
Right.
It's like being stuck in a game of two truths and a lie, but you're not sure which one is the lie anymore. It's like their mind is a radio that's constantly changing stations. One minute you're tuned into reality, the next you pick up signals from a completely different universe. Unfortunately, this mental disorder is the fate of about 1 in every 300 people, and there is no cure for it. Still, early
That's
diagnosis,
rare.
therapy, antipsychotic medications, and self management techniques can help manage symptoms and improve quality of life. Depressive disorder.
Here we
You
go.
have depression.
Sorry.
You feel like you're constantly stuck in a world that is entirely black and white with no single color. Every day seems like a terrible case of bad Mondays. However, depression isn't just about feeling sad for a while or just having a bad day. During a depressive episode, there's a constant emptiness and sadness.
Your brother may have schizophrenia, Mason. That makes sense. That makes total sense, honestly. That's why I forgot Greg has. So Greg, Eric is the oldest, and then you have 2 daughters, right?
The giant vacuum.
Also, Greg, I hope you sleep well. I know it's 8:58.
You lose interest in everything you used to love: pizza, ice cream, your dog, and even watching YouTube videos on your favorite channel, The Evaluator. Losing interest in everything would also mean that you'll just spend your days sleeping or not sleeping at all, eating everything you can find, or
I hope it goes well tomorrow.
And your energy level would be the same as a sloth's on a lazy Sunday. This disorder affects roughly 280 million people worldwide, and most people who have depression may not even realize. But if you're constantly feeling sad and tired, you may want to see a therapist who can help you work through your feelings and learn different coping strategies.
280 million people have depressive disorder. Compared to bipolar, that is only 40 million. That is quite the wow.
Anxiety disorder. Anxiety is the stomach-churning, sweat-inducing cocktail of fear and worry that's as
I'm sorry, I love this. I love this. I can't help it. I love the music.
Anxiety disorder, you would literally feel like you're constantly being chased by a giant grizzly bear with an axe. You would feel like your heart is literally trying to jump out of your chest. In addition to this, you'd also experience sweaty palms like you were holding a water balloon, and it'd feel like your stomach is doing somersaults like an Olympic gymnast. Now, a little anxiety in small doses is helpful because it's your body's natural response to danger, which helps keep you alert and sometimes motivates you to do your best. But when anxiety starts to interfere with your day-to-day living, it may have just crossed the line into disorder territory. This means that you'll be getting loads of anxiety that makes your brain spin faster like a hamster on a wheel. You could literally be having a very great day, but would suddenly just feel an overwhelming sense of terror for no reason at all. You'll be stuck worrying about stuff that hasn't happened yet, replaying past mistakes like a broken record, and second guessing yourself so much you'd give a magic 8-ball a run for its money. Anxiety disorder affects about 301 million people worldwide. But the good news is anxiety doesn't
That's a lot of people.
Proper cognitive therapy, deep relaxation
more
and medication.
The depression?
300
million?
Eating disorder.
I don't have that. Thank Buddha, I don't have an eating disorder. 301 million people struggle with anxiety? That's a lot. And yet people would bully others that have anxiety. That's a lot of people. That's more than Paul's country alone. That's a lot. 301 million. But it seemed 301 million. You're autistic? I didn't know you're autistic. That's awesome. What? You have OCD? You have ADHD? And then you possibly have bipolar? Wow. So you're like me, Violet. Well, I'm just really honored that you're here. Honestly, that's awesome. I didn't know that. Wow, that's incredible. Dumbo, you think you do? Hold on.
Eating disorder is like a mean bully that convinces you that there is seriously something wrong with your body, but this time the bully is inside your head. It's like your brain just develops an unhealthy relationship with food, similar to what you've had with your ex. For instance, some people with an eating disorder might become convinced that they need to be stick thin, no matter how skinny they already are. So their brain.
What you don't, Dumbo. It's okay to gain weight.
Restrict their food intake or go on severely extreme diets like eating just one egg every day. On the flip side, others might go through cycles of binge eating where they'll inhale massive amounts of food in one sitting and then feel so guilty that they try to get rid of the food by forcing themselves to throw up or abusing laxatives. Their brain is that crazy party buddy who keeps encouraging you to go too hard and then you regret it the next day. This toxic relationship with food is often rooted in deep emotional issues like anxiety, trauma, depression, or low self-esteem. It could either lead to anorexia, which is going on a hunger strike against yourself, or bulimia, which is the eat-purge cycle. In the United States alone, over 14 million people suffer from eating disorders. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
Well, there's ours, or at least mine. Mine and Violet's. Dumbo, I know you don't have those. And me, I hope you sleep well, honestly. So it's me, Dumbo, Mason, Brownie, Sorry, and then Violet.
ADHD. Imagine you are at a circus where something new and exciting is happening everywhere you look. Acrobats are flipping through the air, clowns are juggling colorful balls, and tigers are jumping through flaming hoops. Your eyes are darting from one thing to the next, trying to take it all in, but focusing on just one thing is almost impossible. That's kind of what it's like to have ADHD. A wild three-ring circus happening in your brain 24/7. Your brain is like a hyperactive ringmaster, constantly whipping you from one whirlwind thought to the next without allowing you to catch your breath. If you have ADHD, you often struggle with things like paying attention, staying organized, and controlling your impulses. It's like your mental switch is always on, and switching it off is impossible, no matter how hard you try. Your brains would be constantly bombarded with exciting possibilities you want to explore all at once. It's like a kid in a candy store with an unlimited allowance. This disorder affects between 129 million and 366 million children, teenagers, and adults globally. And
that's a lot of people. This is not rare. There is at least 129 million in the most 266 million of us on this earth. That so basically the same as depression. ADHD is not rare. That's a lot of people. That is rare. I think that's probably like, I don't know, 40 million. This is far from being rare. Wow. At least, Mason. The most is 266 million. And Dumbo, I had a feeling you have ADHD. Not necessarily with image, it's more distress. Right, right. Yeah. So technically, you don't have an eating disorder. Because it's normal to not eat when you're stressed. I'm like that too. I lose my appetite. Right, Mason?
Are types of ADHD. If you have inattentive ADHD, you will struggle to focus and complete tasks even if you want to. You would always lose concentration and have an extremely short attention span. Then there's hyperactive impulsive ADHD, which makes it difficult for you to stay still and control your urges. You'd be unable to sit still or stay quiet, talking a mile a minute like an auctioneer on speed. And then there's combined ADHD, which is what you would get if attentive ADHD and hyperactive impulse ADHD had a baby. Very energetic, easily distracted baby with no volume control. Obsessive compulsive disorder. OCD is like having a strict, overbearing mother living in your head, constantly nagging you to clean, check, and organize everything. But instead of just rolling your eyes and ignoring her, you feel compelled to obey. Living with OCD would often make you have unwanted thoughts or fears that just won't go away.
Relatable.
It's like having a mental itch you just can't scratch.
Relatable.
No matter how hard you try. Over time, it just
it's my pleasure, Violet.
Which are repetitive behaviors or mental.
I'm gonna see the rest of this tomorrow, though. Well, we're probably gonna forget every brain disorder, right? Explained in 44 minutes. Because there is this other interesting video. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I know everyone's getting tired. It's every phobia explained. I wish I played this earlier. I have a few of them. All right, here they are. This is a smart channel.
Arachnophobia. The spider fear that ruins camping. Arachnophobia is like having your brain treat every tiny.
I don't have that. I love spiders. Are you kidding me?
It's the most common specific phobia in the world.
It's common? Well, that sucks. I'm not one of them. I think spiders are adorable, darn it.
6% of the global population.
How many?
Spider as if it's a velocity.
His name is Just Mind. And Mason, hope you sleep well.
It's the most common specific phobia in the world, affecting up to 6% of the global population.
Oh, it's just 6.
Which means there are hundreds of millions of people who would rather burn their house.
That's a small amount. 6%? I thought that's more than that.
This phobia likely has evolutionary roots because some spiders are genuinely dangerous, and our ancestors, who were appropriately cautious around potentially venomous creatures, were more likely to survive and reproduce. Your brain.
You like a few? Violet, me too. Yeah, it depends.
It treats all spiders as threats, even the tiny house spiders that couldn't hurt you if they tried. What makes arachnophobia particularly irrational is that the fear response is often completely disproportionate to the actual threat. People will jump on chairs, scream, or refuse to enter rooms where they've seen a spider, even though most spiders are smaller than a paperclip and more afraid of humans than humans are of them. The phobia often involves not just fear of spiders themselves, but fear of spider webs, pictures of spiders, or even the word spider. Some people with severe arachnophobia can have panic attacks just from seeing a spider on television or hearing someone describe encountering one. Arachnophobia can significantly impact daily life. People might avoid basements, attics, gardens, or outdoor activities.
Let me read all of them for the ones who are still awake. So there is claustrophobia, a fear of small spaces, agoraphobia, which is what I have, fear of open public spaces, acrophobia, fear of heights, kinda. And in most of you, I won't show that. Trypophobia, right? Social phobia. Oh yeah, I have social phobia. Fear of being judged. Denatophobia, fear of death. Yeah, somewhat. I have a fear of death on loved ones, so that counts. And then I don't have the. Oh wow, I only have like one or two phobias on here. Aviophobia, a fear of flying. No, I don't, because I like to travel. Interesting. Interesting, because I don't have claustrophobia. That's a fear of small spaces. All right, so Sorry went to bed. So Bronny, oh, I didn't knew that you have a fear of spiders. I'll keep that in mind. You have a fear of flying, Valley? That's understandable. Yeah, a lot of people do. I don't know how common it is, though. Did you see how rare these phobias are? So, Bronny, you're the 6%.
Exposure to increasingly confined spaces while teaching relaxation.
I know I have agoraphobia, so I need to hear that one.
As people with claustrophobia might avoid necessary medical procedures like MRIs, CT scans, or surgeries that require anesthesia, they might also avoid certain career paths, travel methods, or recreational activities that involve confined spaces. Treatment often involves gradual exposure to increasingly confined spaces while teaching relaxation techniques and coping strategies. Virtual reality therapy has also become popular for claustrophobia, allowing people to practice being in confined spaces without actually being physically trapped. Agoraphobia
There we are.
is the outside world that became the enemy. Agoraphobia is like having your brain decide that anywhere you can't easily escape or get help is a potential death trap, making the outside world feel like a dangerous obstacle course rather than a place for normal human activities. Contrary to popular belief, it's not just fear of open spaces. It's fear of situations where escape might be difficult or help unavailable. This phobia often develops after panic attacks, where the person becomes terrified of having another panic attack in a situation where they felt trapped or unable to get help. The brain starts associating certain environments with danger, gradually expanding the list of unsafe places until normal life becomes nearly impossible. Agoraphobia can include fear of crowded places, public transportation, shopping malls, bridges, or even leaving the house alone. In severe cases, people become completely housebound, unable to work, shop, or maintain social relationships without significant distress. What makes agoraphobia particularly devastating is how it can progressively worsen if untreated. The more situations a person avoids, the more their brain interprets those situations as dangerous, creating a vicious cycle where the safe zone keeps shrinking until they're trapped in their own home. The physical symptoms of agoraphobia can include panic attacks, dizziness, heart palpitations, and feeling like you're going to faint or lose control. These symptoms often occur in anticipation of going somewhere, not just when actually in the feared situation, making even planning to leave home distressing. Agoraphobia is often comorbid with panic disorder, depression, and other anxiety disorders, creating a complex web of fears and avoidance behaviors that can be challenging to untangle. It typically involves cognitive behavioral therapy, exposure therapy, and sometimes medication to manage panic symptoms while gradually expanding the person's comfort zone. Acrophobia.
Yep, that's me, all right. I think that's my words besides monophobia. That's why I'm gonna let the house. And yeah, Violet, I'm sorry. What do you want to ask me? Wait, who has the fear of apples? Oh, you do, Violet? That's interesting. I'll keep that in mind. I know you don't like apples. Really, I don't like. You know what? I don't like cheese. I do not like cheese. Like if I look at Cuba cheese, I would feel that I would get a little disgusted. And I just realized, don't we have a couple Europeans? Yeah, we do. Why are they going to sleep? It's a daytime. I think it depends where in Europe they're from, Brownie, because let's see. Isabella, I think she went to bed, right? It is like the middle of the night. And Violet hasn't been in here too long compared to Isabella, though. If that makes sense. Because, yeah, I know. Europe is pretty big. Does it seem like it? Like, I know they got, like, maybe 4 time zones, so it makes sense. Because when I was a kid, and by the way, probably your English is really good. You nearly, oh, that's terrible. You choked on an apple. I understand. And I couldn't eat apples after that. I understand that. I just found it out. Huh? Oh, Everhorn. Everyone is in different time zones. Yeah, sleep the same. I know it's interesting, isn't it? Dumb, I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been reading all your comments now. And what's your least favorite fruit? My least favorite fruit is grapefruit. I do not like grapefruit because it's nasty. It feels like it go burn in your throat. It tastes so sour. I'm not a fan of it. But yeah, some of those I didn't knew that. Of those phobias, I do not like grapefruit. I don't even like grapefruit juice. Not mistaken for grape juice. You know, honestly, you're learning 4 languages. So, where are they, Violet? I want to know. Are you learning like German and French? I'm really curious. And grapefruit, I can't describe it. It's this disgusting fruit that it's like you're eating like a sour candy, but a little different. It's not that good. Dumbo, you're allergic to grapefruit? I didn't know that. My mother is. I mean, okay, she could drink it, which is interesting, but she cannot eat it because of the juice that squirts out because she'll break out. I don't know why it's called that, Bronny. That's what I'm saying. And we have a separate fruit called grapes. Yep. Oh wow, Violet, that's awesome. Are you kidding me? Que cosa? French and Japanese and German. Oh my goodness. And then of course English. I'm impressed. You sound like a fluent speaker though in English. I never met an Italian that wanted to study Japanese. Because I know it'll be like French or German because you border Switzerland, and I know that they speak both German and French because I speak a little German and French, and then of course your language. So that's amazing. You're the best at English. Oh, that's wonderful. That is impressive. That is impressive. I'm honored. You watch a lot. I had a feeling a lot of Italians love animes. So that's wonderful that you do. Come to think of it, I thought sure it is. I know everyone else went to sleep. The 4 languages though, that's amazing. So you are. I think let's see. You're not trilingual. You're multilingual. Bilingual is 2. Trilingual is 3. Multi is like 4, and then polylingual is 5. Oh man, One Piece season 2 sneak peek. Man, the others went to bed. Crap. You like One Piece?
Are very, very excited to be back because the story of One Piece gets bigger.
Oh man, I wish Paul would see this.
And now in season 2, they are ready to go into the Grand Line to search for the ultimate treasure, One Piece. The season was a lot more intense.
Oh, I wish I could watch this.
And now in season 2, they are ready to go into the Grand Line to search for the ultimate treasure, One Piece.
Oh, Nike is handsome.
A lot more intense.
You want to see it, don't you? Last season, it was so exciting to see the Straw Hats come together and create this.
Yeah, Violet, you didn't know that?
Get to see them a lot.
Yeah, they had this last year.
One Piece has done an amazing job of carrying this really important message.
Yeah, whoever the Usopp guy is, he's awesome.
Pressure that the world puts on you.
I like how they go by like the race too. It's so awesome.
With so much heart.
I'm just so excited for fans to see it.
won't show, but the straw hat
Oh
garter
my
would really.
god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This is gonna bother me next year. Oh, this is gonna do well. Only 50 more years left to finish. You got a long way ahead of us. Nami's log post, Usopp's goggles, Zoro's Yubashiri, Tashigi. I'm excited too. I forgot what the log poll was. I don't watch One Piece because I'm a fan. I'm an elderly man. In 2026, I might not be here. I hope you're here, whoever you are. Why is there a picture of a woman in this profile picture? Oh, it's a bot. Whatever. And this has how many views? This has 600, not as much. It's good though, but nothing crazy. 634,000? What's Monster? Never heard of Monster. Interesting. Ooh, Haunted Hotel? Wonder where that is. Oh my. Anyway, sorry for being off topic. Yeah, it's my pleasure, Violet. That's awesome that you're a fan. Because Paul and Joan is as well. Oh, that's Korean. Oh, I need to, it looks like it's Korean. I gotta show Mia that. The Great Flood. It's another Pupper series. I'll definitely need to show some of this tomorrow. What's the Witcher? Oh, I've heard about that. That's pretty popular. Wow. Because I know I don't have Netflix. Well, we used to. That's how I would keep up a date with everything. I miss how like I checked the menu, I could see. Oh my goodness, it's like a new show that like when I get back home, if I want to watch Netflix. Oh, hopefully whenever I earn back my apartment, I can get back into that again. Oh my gosh, I wish I saw that. That looks awesome. Oh my Buddha. Okay, well, Violet, thank you so much for being here. I forgot to say goodnight. Buona notte. So it's just you two now. Damn, the One Piece season 2 trailer has 8 million hits. That is insane. 8 million, huh? How? Oh man, people, One Piece fans are not playing around, and I'm one of them. I might need to talk more about One Piece. I kind of want to. Dumbo, please don't apologize. You didn't do anything wrong. Remember. You can see the difference with season 1, and that's how it had to be, right? CGI looks even better than season 1, yeah. Oh, don't be Dumbbell. Hey, wrap up this. I won't do it tonight, right? Like as usual. And you work, right? So I'll do them on 2. Yeah, I could tell she's pooped out. It's just you now. Yeah, because it is what? Past midnight for her? Yeah, I don't blame you, Dumbo. I do not blame you one bit. It sucks that you gotta go to work. I'm just glad that your brother's homeless. Your coworkers hate you. I understand. Yeah, work sucks, doesn't it? It just sucks I can't like work like in the same spot as you are, so that you will have some extra support. Damn, 8 million views, though. Well deserved. So the first trailer was 16 million. Wow, that's crazy. So they have new outfits. Yeah, Dumbo, go ahead. How did they do all this? Oh, that's when they're Log Town. I like the shoes he's wearing. I forgot that girl. Damn it. That works for Smoker. Oh. Oh my. I might do some One Piece videos. Man, I had to see this tonight. I needed this. That one ended so quickly. Shit. It ended so quickly, though. I would love to meet one of them. Especially Inaki. That'd be awesome. So his name is Jacob Romero that plays as the Usopp? He's pretty cute, actually. I love this. I don't know why, but One Piece, you know what? It makes me feel a little bit different. So his name is Jacob Romero. Dumbo, so I'm sorry. Hold on. There is not a poll tomorrow. When is the poll tomorrow? Like 1 or 2. And when's the stream? Like a 1-2. I think because since people are coming up early now, I think I want to do it at 2 o'clock. Now, I don't know if I want to do it on this channel still. I probably will like one more time and then I'll switch over. Since we did, well, one of the guideline strikes did disappeared. So, Cobra Kai. Oh, crap. So, that's the schedule. Yeah, those are Straw Hat's voice actors. Oh, they got audition tapes? And double, that's correct. He was 17 in that. Interesting. I just noticed he has like a little, like he has facial hair. This is so cute. Wait, for Usopp? Let me see. How did he perform? That's what a lot of people are going for, huh? Best 4 actors ever. I know they are support to each other. It's wholesome. And they're so put tonight. Yeah, your OCD is kicking. That's okay, Dumbo, and that's correct. How many votes do we have today? I'm sorry. After watching this, I feel awful for the meltdowns I have. I don't know why. I need to watch this whenever I'm going to do like a terrible moment right now. I need to watch One Piece. We got 39 votes. Not much for Galaxy fans out there. And Dumbo, that's correct. 1 to 2. Awful the way I acted. So he had to audition, but the management had a hard time because they asked him to audition. Right. Wait, where is oh, I guess Usopp didn't pop in yet? Well, that's what he not could look like when he was 17. I'm surprised he has facial hair. Like I thought like he never had facial hair. Interesting. Oh, so I met one of them. Cute. God, he is such a sweetheart to his fans. He's so sweet. Dumbo, I want to see before you go to bed. And that's correct. What is your dream? Okay, now I know it's obvious since before you go to sleep, right? If you can meet any celebrity or artist, anyone, tell me who would it be? Of course, I'd love to meet Inaki or any of the One Piece cast. Love his energy. He's so sweet to his fans. Why can't more people be like this? I'm so glad One Piece is so popular. Nummy Swan, cute. I get it. An NFL athlete or so Dumbo, do you know what name? Like, do you know like which one would you like to meet? Like, if you can't choose both, like which one of them would be? I'm kind of curious looking them up. I don't know. I had to ask because I know it's like a really personal question. Uh, Pardon me. Um, I feel awful the way I acted earlier. I need to watch One Piece more. That way, I won't. You know. One Piece makes you want to be a more joyful person. Oh, they unbox Lego sets?
Look at this mysterious box. All right, what's up?
Oh, those are cute.
He's got green hair. Whoa, this is incredible. I have no words. Check it out. It's live action inspired? Okay, this is a peak of my career officially.
B. John Robinson? Really, Dumbo. Interesting. I just hope you're doing okay. Oh, cute. So he plays for your own team. I'm gonna look him up.
insane. I think that literally makes it that he was gonna be in a Lego set somehow one day. He will cry tears of joy. Like I'm crying inside right now. This is awesome, guys. This is such a
I would love to get a One Piece Lego set. Those are so cool. I'm so glad I'm a fan. He's such a perfect actor for Luffy. Wow. So oh, hey, Bronny, you couldn't sleep? Oh, I thought you went to bed. You're just still tired. Yeah, I understand. I was just looking up One Piece. I need to make a video because I feel awful the way I acted. I was like One Piece. It's helping my mental health. You don't know much about him, but he plays really well. So this is him?
give us the pronunciation of your name. Alright. How you pronounce my name is Bijan. For everybody that's out there. I know a lot of people say Bijan.
Bijan.
It's Bijan, yeah.
I like his dreads. So that's him, huh? Interesting. Oh, Bronny, I'm sorry. I haven't seen it. Wait, what did you saw, Bronny? I am so sorry. I'm too lazy to scroll up. I know it's getting late. And Violet went to bed. Because I had a feeling because it is like barely sunrise for her right now. I need to watch One Piece more often. I need to do some. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna. I don't know. Watching that, it makes me want to think. I want to think my life differently. Like they're so wholesome. They're oh my gosh, you don't see that every day. I'm glad I love One Piece. Oh, I know I made like a couple. Well, I want to keep this a secret, but I did told you to. I met Yeah, I understand, Bronny. I do. Because I think I told you both. I met a couple celebrities in the past, right? Well, one. Oh my gosh, I wish I did my life so much differently back then when I met him. Oh, I feel awful. Doma, you remember the one I mentioned it before? I'm kind of shocked. I thought I told you. You could probably see why I have so much respect for people with disabilities. Um, Plus I don't want to keep having these meltdowns or whatever. I don't like having them. After I looked at the One Piece crew, it makes you want to be healthier. Because I did met. Okay, well, Sword the Troll. I know that's online, but still counts. Um, the Angry Video Game Nerd, because I played with him online once. I don't think someone was impersonating as him. That had to be him. One time, it was nice. He's a YouTuber that plays those games that I mentioned. Yeah, One Piece does look amazing, doesn't it? But yeah, I thought I told you I met a celebrity in person. I thought I did. From one of the videos. Bronny, I see your comment now. Yeah, you remember? I like talking about that. What did you say, bro? I'm sorry. Because you said that you're going to do a lot, right? Which I understand. I can't believe they uploaded that trailer 15 hours ago. You know what? I want to set. I don't like doing this, but I want to set like a little sailing goal. I don't want to basically have as many outrages. Being more healthy on my live streams because of One Piece. You see why I love the anime so much. Other animes, they're not as supportive as One Piece is. That's why it's doing so well. Imagine working in the cast. That'd be awesome. Oh, or at least like a background character. Jumbo, yeah. Especially The Walking Dead. The thing is, I want to keep this a secret for now for you two. I did met that boy with the no mouth, right? He is a sweetheart. I don't want anyone to know about this because, like, I mean, I could talk about it. I just like to, you know, how much I respect his privacy. A lot of people wouldn't care. Okay, I said apparently this artist I listened to was dating a Oh no, he ended up murdering this. Oh my goodness, that's tragic. Bronny, who is it? That's awful. Oh my goodness. And it went through. Yes, I could read it. Oh my goodness. Who's this guy? Nibs? Oh, his channel's doing pretty good actually. Oh, his older videos didn't do that, but his videos are starting to take off. So let's see. I played every Shrek. I played movie games. No one remembers. I love the thumbnails. Oh, that is awful. D4VD. And the crazy thing is, search up the song we're meant to call. Oh my goodness. I will, Bronny.
Safe to say that we've all played Mario Kart. But did you know that Mario Kart is actually just a cheap ripoff of Crazy Fly Racer 2 Crash Nitro Kart? Ripoff of Race Scooter to official racing. Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for telling everybody. And I can keep going on that. M&M's Kart Racing is just a ripoff of reality itself. I want a formal group apology from M&M's for releasing this game, but you don't have to get into that again. So today I'm playing for real kart racing games. And without giving away too much, some of them are really good and some of them make me physically good. All of this was painful. This was painful to play.
Oh, he's kind of cute. I'm gonna let that right now, Bronny. So I got distracted. So he's playing every Mario Kart ripoff. Is he in prison, Bronny? You feel sleepy, Dumbo? If you want to go to bed now, you can. Honestly, I'm sorry that you're feeling that way. So that song is him, question mark, question mark, question mark. It's him planning the murder. Are you serious? Wait, hold on. Let me look it up. So his name is Mibs. Okay. Yeah, Dumbo, I understand, but Bunny's here. You don't have to worry. I know I kept for stopping you on that. Because I know you done a lot for me. D4VD. I see it, Brody. Let me see. Oh, wow. He is popular. Wait, did. It has 179 million views. I'm gonna read. Why is this so popular? Oh crap. Bronny, thank you for telling me this. These comments are new. This song could have aged well. This wasn't a song, it was a confession. Thank you for telling me this. So the girl that he murdered, the you told me that dated underage, right? Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Oh, these comments are kicking in. This is so sick. The lookalike, the concept, the missing girl. I just saw all this stuff online, and this man should never be free again. And that's light compared to what he actually deserves. So he murdered her last year, and on her birthday, that you said. I wish the media would stop saying she was 15. She was 13 years old when she went missing. She would have turned 14 back in September last year, then 15, but at the time of her appearance. Oh my goodness. So she was 14 when she got murdered? This is a few years before she went missing. Thank you for telling me about this, Bronny. How did you discover this? It seems like it's confirmed because people are saying, like, all these comments are kicking in. The fact the song released on her birthday 2 years before she went missing. So this is a year before she went missing? Main girl in Via looks like her. You got a tattoo last year. Mother confirming she had a boyfriend named David. Oh my. Bronny, how did you know about this? Innocent until proven guilty. That's true. California. This is in California, huh? They ID the dismembered teen found in the trunk of a Tesla. Oh my goodness. The singer was 20. So his name is David Anthony Burke. Oh my. The girl who was identified as Rivas who went missing. Oh my. Thank you for telling me about this, Brownie. So this happened in LA. Is that so? Or the county? You listen to his music? I'm so sorry, Brownie. I bet you're devastated. I can tell Dumbo's exhausted. Hold on. So that's her, and that's him. That's the. So that's the guy, huh? There's no English subtitles? There should be. Wow. Well, what the hell? The lyrics to the song are so creepy with the context, right? I'm so sorry, Ronnie. Literally. The fact he planned this moment is just so sad. Oh, boy. We will never listen to the song again. So her name is Celeste. The Discord chats and the FaceTime calls mentioning the girl's name, the matching tats, the mom mentioning she had a boyfriend named David. So that's him, huh? She was 12? I'm shocked. She looked much older. Or, okay, I guess she was 13? I'm trying to understand here because, like, what? I keep seeing the mix of ages here. So that was like, I'm surprised she's that age. This is why you don't get addicted unless it's to certain songs just because they're catchy. They be having a deeper meaning. These artists be demonic. Absolutely. I'm gonna have to read more into this. This is really interesting. Yeah. Dumbo, me and you both. So she was 13. Okay. So she was found dead in a Tesla. Why though? Why did all this happen? He has on a Louis Lee song as well, mentioning her name. Really? Oh boy. In the song, he says he was obsessed. Oh my, I see. Oh boy, I see. So he planned to murder her just because he was obsessed with her? Oh my. I feel like they were in a toxic relationship and maybe he didn't want her with anyone else, so he killed her. Oh my goodness. At 150? Wait, what did you say at 150? I hate you, right? I killed you. It says like, because I know it's not accurate. It says I have no regrets. So he was planning on killing her. Huh? If this was a question, it could mean only one thing: that it was a premeditated. I guess we'll see how everything turns out. Rest in peace, Celeste. So she was only 13 on April of last year when she went missing. So she would have turned 12 on the date the song was. He was 17. Wait, okay. Like, what's his age? What's her age? Someone says apparently she's 15. Oh my. So okay, if she was still alive, she should have been 15. And he met her on Discord when she was 11 going on 12. Okay, she's 15. Well, she's deceased though. She's 15 this year, but she was 13 when she went missing, okay? And then she was 12 when they were dating. Oh boy. And 11 of the earliest receipts. How old is he then? I can't add the ages right. Like, was he still underage? Like, I mean, even though he's underage, he could still prey on her. So, so Bronny, she was 12 when this was taking place. I'm shocked she was 12. Honestly, I couldn't tell. But she was 13 when he was planning on assassinating her, and if she was still alive, she should have been 15. Oh boy. I'm shocked. 17 though? I didn't know rappers can be bit this young to sing like this. Like usually they're in their early 20s. That's 17. Right. Oh, it's okay, Bronny. Now thank you for clearing that out for me. So she was 12 and he was 17. Wow. Wow. I'm shocked. He didn't sound like a 17-year-old. Like you could tell me he's 21 and I would have believed you. So her name is Celeste Rivas Hernandez, so she's Hispanic or Mexican. Even if he's not the murderer, which is very hard to believe, he's still a pedophile according to some posts online, right? Between her and another person. So Celeste talking about bleeding by intercourse. Oh my goodness. From a guy named David was most likely David and or his name, right? And if it isn't, it would be crazy. After knowing these two did date, there's almost no way they didn't do the deed. It's funny because he's underage, right? Even though he's about a grown man, but oh my. This I gotta say, I don't know what this music is, and it's really like even if I know the backstory, I can tell it's really disturbing. I'm keeping this in mind. So I mean, Justin Bieber also got published. That's true. That's true. That's true, Ronnie. You got a point. I guess because I'm not used to it, right? Because in this generation, I thought they're usually older. Because when I was your age, it's more common to see teens doing songs like this. It's always people that are like around your age now. Thank you for telling me about this. Right. So he's guilty, huh? Wow, good to know. And that's his channel. So he's 20 now. And he uploaded 12 days ago. Wow. I have no comment here. Wow. Wow. Oh. I didn't know he was a black singer either, which makes it even more interesting. I'm gonna read on the video that he posted 12 days ago. You not see the next chapter, buddy. Rest in peace, Celeste. I hope your family receives justice and the man behind it goes away. Yeah. So these comments, Brownie, they're today. So this happened. You told me this like this happened today. All right. Well, Brownie, Peace. Thank you for so much for telling me about this. I know Dumbo's still here. I'm sorry, Dumbo. So the body was found. Let's see, last week. I may do a video about this. I don't know yet. So he's guilty. So the body was badly decomposed, right? The new news regarding her identity came out today, right? The maggots. So right, so it's not confirmed. But based off the comments, before you go to sleep, it seems more likely. So he's a predator and a murderer, people are saying. Even though someone says it's not confirmed yet. Like you said. Hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking so too. I've been reading all those comments, especially with the age gap. Yeah. Even if he's innocent, why would he date someone at her age? Regardless of him being underage. Thank you so much for telling me about this, Bronny. You can go to bed. And Dumbo, whenever you're ready, I can end the stream. I'll keep this in mind. What the are you doing it for 13-year-old? Because how on earth you muted the comments? Oh, you muted the comments from TikTok. When the moment her buddies found in her Tesla. You mean your Tesla? You don't see that innocent. I don't care if it's false accusations. You see involved with her. That's true. So D4VD. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you. I think she already left. I think Bronny's wants her saying this, and Dumbo, hope you sleep well. I don't know when I'm going to upload yet. I'm going to think it over. But there was also a great stream. Oh, do you want to see? So it happened. I'm going to screenshot what Bronny said. I'm going to have to. And Dumbo, yes, you did. Yep, you got everything right. So we got a total of 39 votes. Still got to do the paper model drawing though. All right, so Deon, let's see. We have to screenshot all of this. So he released a song on her birthday, right after she turned 12. Hmm. Let's see. Dumbo, I know I can't see your comments because I'm scrolling up, but yeah, you got everything right. I want you to know that. All right, I had to screenshot Violet since she's a newcomer. I know I got a chance to screenshot Pika though. I like how she went to bed right when you got back on the stream. All right, Dumbo, I hope you sleep well. The stream, I gotta end the stream now. Yeah, please get your rest. I'm gonna end the stream so you can sleep. And Dumbo, that's correct. Yes. Please sleep well, Dumbo. I don't want you to pass out.